Yes. Yes. We are live. We are live. We are live. We are back in the building. Life is good. How are we doing? Knox Nation in the building. Feeling good. Come through. Come through. Say what's up. Let me know how it's going down, people. I'm excited today. I'm excited because we have one of the greatest beefs in the history of hip hop. We also have, in my opinion, one of the most misunderstood beefs because people only think Jay-Z, Nas, Ether, Super Ugly. That's the extent of it. Some people think the takeover. What a lot of people don't appreciate is Blueprint 2. A lot of people don't appreciate Last Real Alive. Nas also had a nice freestyle. There was a lot that went on in this one. Man, Memphis Bleek and Nas. Whoo, I'm excited. I am excited because I've been teasing this. Listen, you guys know that if I am going to spend a Saturday live stream doing this, this is something I'm very passionate and excited to share with you guys because I know the numbers aren't going to be there. It's not like we're doing something relevant to today or something like buzzy right now that'll get me a lot of viewers and a lot of numbers in. No, this is something that has been on my bucket list for a while, something I've wanted to share with you guys, some of the truer fans on the channel who want to know the history, who want to really deep dive into this great battle between two elite MCs. So few times in hip-hop history have we had rappers at the top of their game, elite pen games, going after each other. We've had quite a bit of beefs. We've had our fair share of beefs where it's like stilted one way or another. A lot of the people who Eminem battled, a lot of battles that have gone on throughout the history. It's interesting. It's not always evenly matched. In this case, this is one of the few true evenly matched battles. I don't care how you feel subjectively. From an objective perspective, both of these MCs have nice pen games. And what's very interesting is that they are neighbors in a sense because they both are from NYC, rocking similar upbringing. So yes, this one gets very messy because there's some personal shit that gets dragged into this one. Shout out to Q-Commit. Oh my God, I can't even, hang on, let me try to pronounce this, homie. Q-Come-Is-Me Tuliferis. Q-Come-Is-Me, damn it, I can't do it. I still got my Thanksgiving hangover, man. Had to remove my palatine tonsil yesterday and my throat hurts. Damn, man, sorry to hear that. Speedy recovery to you. Please don't make me laugh too hard today. You're making me laugh with that name, man, and me trying to pronounce supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Cucumbers expelliarmus something. Thank you. $162. I am honored for that. Already filling up the sexy chicken meter. Can we get some fire emoji in chat? Listen, I want to shout out the donations. As you guys know, a lot of these reactions I cannot monetize. Can't monetize them. That's just the way that it goes. So a great way to support the channel and to help me in my goal to become full-time. Yes, I am not full-time on YouTube. I still work a full-time job. I still have a family to raise and take care of. These live streams are a great opportunity to support. If you guys do have money to donate, I will shout you out. You can super chat it and I will shout out the super chat. There's also a link to donate directly because we all know that our YouTube overlords, bless them all, take 30% of our donations. So you can donate directly, super chat. I appreciate it. It really, really does go a long way. For those of you that don't have anything to give, that's okay. Spending your Saturday with me, spending time with me here, liking this video, sharing it, commenting on it, it goes a very long way as well. Thank you so much, guys. I just got a super chat. Shout out to Jeremy. What's going on, Jeremy? Jay went cray in this beef. I'll give him his cred. Listen, man. I teased this on my Instagram. Teased this on Insta. I wanted to kind of get a pulse for how a lot of people feel nowadays. And it definitely stilts towards Nasty Nas. Definitely stilts towards Nas. There's a lot more people who say Nas ethered him. There's a reason why ether became a verb, isn't it? When you ether someone on a track. I mean, yeah, ether was dope. But we got to give Jay-Z his props, man. Jay-Z had some really good shots. And Jay-Z, I think, really shocked the world and shocked Nas, honestly, with Super Ugly. And we'll get into that and why. I think that the most disrespectful of all the diss tracks was Super Ugly. So disrespectful that Jay-Z's own mom had to call in the Hot 97 to get Jay-Z to tone it down. You know it's bad when in your own camp, your own people are telling you that you have crossed a line. But there are no rules in battles and in diss track wars, as we know. Shout out to Dylan D. $50 donation. Man, you guys are coming through, hitting me heavy. Thank you so much, man. I need more fire emoji in the chat, please. Saturday Knox time. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. We are back. We are back, baby. Nick J, love the breakdowns. Nas got him. Jay got him. Both slap. Bay Area. At the end of the day, this was great for hip-hop. I love the hip-hop beefs that lift up the culture, that bring a spotlight on both artists. Both artists come through and do their thing. Both of them definitely did their thing and left it all on the table. You can't tell me that they didn't. I love when that happens, and I love that both of them are still alive to tell it today. I hate when hip-hop beef ends in violence, as too many beefs have done in the past, as some shit happens that way. So, two of my favorite beefs of all time, Eminem and MGK. Shots fired back and forth. Solid shots from both camps fired back and forth. Both of them still here to tell about it. Jay-Z and Nas, a great one that is still debated to this day, but it was great for hip-hop. Stop Bugging gives me the $10 donation. Thank you. I like that little emoji. I'm a bow down to you. Thank you so much. Hey, Trista Webb, love and respect from Kentucky. Yes. Shout out to you in Kentucky. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for the super chat, Trista. Always good to see you on here. Thanks for always commenting, for donating, for supporting. It really does go a long way. Shout out to Anton Giala. Hey, thank you so much for the super chat donation, man. Really appreciate you. Stop Bugging and take a red pill. I love that name. Take a red pill. Shout out to the Matrix. Thank you so much. Stop Bugging for the super chat. Much love to you. Yes. All right. Where is my... There it is. I knew I had caffeine somewhere. We're going to let the numbers build. The numbers are getting up there. Like I said, I really don't expect a ton of numbers today, but I really expect some purists here and some true hip-hop heads who will enjoy this, because I'm gonna do my best to bring justice to this one. That's for damn certain. I'm a little tired still. I'm definitely a little hungover. Knox went ham and turkey on Thanksgiving. If you couldn't tell from my ERB that I dropped yesterday, and I was struggling to say words sometimes, and I was losing track of my thought process. Yeah, that's all right. We pushed through it. But I got you guys, and I got this live to get me hyped and get me through today. Hey, Jarasuri, love your reactions. Let's go. Thank you so much for the super chat, brother. Jeremy Eli Knox ethered his ass in his diss. My man. Oh, man. Knox is 1-0 in diss tracks on this platform, isn't he? With that as is diss. That's all I needed was one, baby. I didn't need any more. I love that. I love that ether. Shiv and Ash asks, when is Tupac vs. Big coming? Well, I thought we'd do this one first, but next on my bucket list of beefs and battles that I want to do in the live stream is definitely Pac vs. Biggie. I'm excited to do that one too. Much love to you guys. Keith Homer. No. King Leo said, not even sure if regular comments get seen. Maybe just super chat. Well, King Leo, I think I've just proven that wrong. Sarah Moore, love watching your VS breakdowns. What others do we have to look forward to? Hey, thank you so much for the $5 donation, Sarah. Like I was just talking about, Pac and Biggie, definitely high up on my list. I've seen Eminem versus Insane Clown Posse, Pusha T versus Drake. There's a few really good beefs. And yeah, I'll take on board recommendations. That's for sure. Also, listen, Knox Nation, we got good news as well. You guys know that I was battling a copyright strike. I was battling the big boys. I was worried that it was going to get taken to court, but I was ready to fight it. I have good news. That claim was released yesterday. But hey, who knows? Maybe I get blacklisted now, or I start getting, shadow banned and hitting less subscribers and less notifications. Maybe the machine will work against me. I don't know. As long as we got this community and word of mouth to spread it, we'll keep going strong. But yeah, that is good news. Good news. So shout out to that. Thank you guys for all the messages, for all the love backing me. Definitely stressful, definitely anxiety-filled times. But, I was fighting it through. I fought my corner, and they let it go. So, that's a big win. My Lane Fernandez, keep it up, my GF, and I heart you. I never skip ads. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the love. Much love to you as well. Did I miss something? Did I miss one? No, I thought I missed one. There he is, Brian Shepard. Can't wait to see the breakdown of this classic. Thank you so much, Brian. Really appreciate the love, man. Yeah, for those of you watching beforehand, I will timestamp all of these and when they drop. Actually, if one of you could timestamp and comment it, I will pin it if you get your timestamps right. So, how are we going to run through this? Because it's about time to get going. How are we going to run through this today? We're going to start with the takeover. We'll talk about the history a little bit before that, but then we'll do the takeover. Then, we're going to do Ether. Then, we're going to do the response to Ether. Super ugly. But the beef doesn't end there. A lot of people think it's done from there. It is not done from there. We are going to do two of my favorite tracks and favorite closing chapters to any beef. We then got Jay-Z, Blueprint 2. And we got Nas's response as well. And that is the lineup for today. 5 songs for Knox to dive into and break down. Strap in. This is going to be a good day. Let's get it going. All right. Knox is going to chug some of this. And we're ready. Joe Bala said, hi, Knox. What's up with Eminem Thursdays? We do Eminem once a week. Last week, you got an Eminem live stream where you got a couple Eminem tracks. And then you also got an Eminem reaction earlier in the week. So you got like 3 or 4 Eminem reactions essentially in 1 week. So this week, because of Thanksgiving and me celebrating with my family, I took a much-needed break to try and recharge a much-needed rest. But don't worry, we will get back to having Eminem once a week. I'm still deciding if that's going to be every Thursday or just scattered in throughout the day. But you know, we always do Eminem reactions on this channel. It will continue to be at least 1 drop a week, sometimes more if we do more Eminem live streams. Alex Welsh. Alex Welsh is a big hip-hop head. He knows his stuff. Alex said, Kanye killed the takeover beat. Alex, why are you stealing my thunder from me? Kanye West produced one of the first shots to all this, the takeover. And this is a dope beat with some dope David Bowie samples laced in over top of that. All right, we're going to get started. So. Here's the thing. Jay-Z, Nas, both from NYC. Jay-Z from the BK, from Brooklyn, baby. Nas from QB, Queensbridge. Right? Both came up around the same era in the same time. Nas live at the barbecue. Nas kind of broke on with his features a little bit earlier than Jay-Z. Jay-Z broke through not long after, though. You figure with this East Coast, West Coast rivalry and all that going on, that they would have more in common than they had different. Yet, this seems like one of those where maybe it was pride, competition got in the way, but Notorious B.I.G. has a lot to play in this story. Rest in peace to Big. Nas was definitely considered one of the top lyricists. You could even say he was the king of New York at the time. Then, Puffy helped give the world B.I.G. And B.I.G. came through with Ready to Die, man. And that album, and all of a sudden, things just blew up. All of a sudden, Nas is no longer the king of New York. There is a new king of New York, people. It is Notorious. Another young, up-and-coming artist who was tied in with Jaz-O at the time, running around the same circles as Big Daddy Kane. He goes by the name Jay-Z. Jay-Z befriends Big. Big passes away. Jay-Z feels it is his turn to fill that void. There is no longer a king of New York. So Jay-Z starts to brag in his songs, starts to feel like it is his time to take the crown, feels like it's up to him to carry on Big's legacy. Nas feels very differently. Nas goes, hang on a second. It doesn't just default to you. I was the king before, and now that he's gone, I am the king who is still here. And ultimately, I think that's what boils down to this battle. Now, there are thoughts that they have, and then there are actions that they take. Thoughts and actions in this case. Jay-Z was supposed to feature Nas on his premiere album, Reasonable Doubt. Nas was scheduled to go in the studio and record. Nas snuffed Jay-Z. Did not go in. What did Jay-Z and crew do? They made a great song. Dead Presidents Sue. Dead presidents represent me. Get money. Dead presidents represent me. Right? They took Nas's voice, Nas's sample. Jay was basically like, all right, Nas, if you're not going to be on one of my songs, I'm going to take your voice and I'm going to put you on one of my songs anyways. And he paid for the sample. Now, you could argue that that's him paying homage. Others would argue that is him subtly trolling Nas. I'm going to go with the latter because of the way that this beef shook out from there. Another player in this story goes by the name of Memphis Bleek. Can someone please comment in the chat if you remember Memphis Bleek, man? Memphis Bleek made a decent splash. He never made the splash to Jay-Z's level. But Jay-Z at the time, Rockefeller Records, Roc Nation, he signed Memphis Bleek and he touted him. He really wanted Memphis to be next up, man. He really did. So Memphis Bleek also has a tale to play in this because Memphis Bleek had a song very similar to Nas's, matching a lot of Nas's structure, the way that he sets it up. Nas takes offense to that. Memphis fires a subtle shot at Nas, implying that Nas is just a watcher, like a news commentator on what happens in the streets. He's not telling stories about his life. He's telling anecdotes about other people's lives, right? You're not actually living it. You're just talking it. Memphis dances around with some sneak disses. Nas responds. Deals with Memphis. Actually, you know what? I want to get my timeline right for you guys. Let me pull up the lyrics real quick because I never paid as much attention to Memphis Bleek, man. Yeah. What you think of that? My whole team rocks. We don't speak to cats. I'm a ball till I fall. What you think of that? Right? Now you think, is that really shots at Nas? No, there's other stuff that he says that paints some shots at Nas. But anyways, this is important because Nas definitely takes those lines and feels the need to fire back. He goes, on what you think of that? Nostradamus, baby. I need an encore, y'all. You should welcome me back. You want a ball till you fall? I can help you with that. Get it? I can really make you fall. You know the saying, ball till you fall? Nas took that with his clever wordplay, flipped it on him. So he and Memphis are going back and forth. Then Nas drops his freestyle that he disses. Disses the whole Rock crew. Disses Beanie Siegel from Philly at the time. Disses them all. Talks about Memphis, you know, whether it's H to the Izzo or is it M to the Izzo, right? Nas is basically saying there, I'm not fooled. I know that it's Jay-Z sending you after me. Time for me to start going after the boss. And so the dance goes on. And you can definitely see with how close Memphis is and Jay-Z is, Memphis isn't going after Nas without a cosign from Jay-Z. So this is the bubbling up of the beef. And then we have Summer Jam Scream Hot 9-7, baby. Jay-Z is performing, puts on a huge show. All of a sudden, this sample comes in for the takeover. Big screens at Summer Jam Scream. All of a sudden, a big picture of Prodigy from Mobb Deep when he was a kid, dressed up looking like Michael Jackson, comes on. Jay-Z starts firing shots at Mobb Deep. Not only that, Mobb Deep don't want it with me. He says Nas doesn't want it either. And he name drops Nas. And all of a sudden, he sets NYC on fire and shocks the world at Summer Jam Scream. Because people were not expecting this. Later on, Jay-Z goes in the studio, records a more polished version of this, adds end verses to it, and we get the takeover that is going to be our first reaction for today. There we are, people. There we are. That is our background story. It is now time to jump into this. I hope you enjoy history class with Professor Knox. But this is the infamous takeover.
Come on! Woo! ROC, we running this rap shit. Memphis Bleek, we running this rap shit. B-Mac, we running running this rap shit. Freeway, we run this rap shit.
Ooh, man, every time I hear Freeway's voice, I always think of, not his voice, but him. I think of Cassidy, man, in that infamous freestyle battle when Freeway was like, put on a beat. Oh, Cassidy took him to school on that one. But Freeway from Philly, Beanie Siegel, man, who is nice. Also a Philly cat, affiliated with Rock Nation. He's shouting out all of Rock Nation's roster at this time. And this is a very important bridge because this is a bridge that Nas will use later on in Ether.
Running this rap shit. Memphis Bleak, we running this rap shit. B-Mac, we running this rap shit. Freeway, we running this rap shit. Owen Sparks, we running this rap shit. Chris and Neat, we running this rap shit. The takeover, the break's over, nigga. God MC, me, Jehovah. Hey,
the takeover, the break's over. God MC, Jehovah. You know where he got Hova from? Jehovah, Jay-Z, Hova, but it sounds like Jehovah. Jehovah, Yahweh, God, the God MC. Interesting religious battle between Hova, Jehovah, and God's Son. God versus God's Son. Who wins in the end? We'll get to that.
The break's over, nigga. God MC, me, Jehovah. Hey, little soldier, you ain't ready for war. ROC too strong for y'all. It's like bringing a knife to a gunfight, pin to a test, chest in a line of fire with your thin ass vest. You bringing them boys to men, them boys pull win. This is grown man B.I. Get you rolled in the triage, B.I.
This is grown man B.I. Get you rolled in the triage. And he's playing on Boys. Shout out to Boys and Men. Anybody listen to Boys and Men, please comment in chat. Boys and Men. He's like, this ain't that pop, sweet R&B shit. Nah, this ain't that Boys and Men shit. And he's playing off of the band name, but he's also playing off of you bringing boys to men, bringing knives to gunfights, etc., etc. You're over here, but we're a lot greater than what you bring to the table.
Boys pull win. This is grown man B.I. Get you rolled in the triage, B.I.G. Your reach ain't long enough, Dunny. Your peeps ain't strong enough. Fuck up.
Your reach ain't long enough, Dunny. Right? There's no like direct shots necessarily at Nas because within the takeover, this could be taken as going at Prodigy at this time or even Nas. We get to Nas later on, but like the first verse and the second verse kind of set things up, and then he gets a lot more direct later on. But one thing he does do here that I find interesting is the Dunny reference. Dunny, instead of saying Sonny, he says Dunny. Now Dunny can also be slang for youngin', dumbass Dunny. Queensbridge lingo, and this is also Mobb Deep lingo in Shook Ones. Instead of saying the S, or instead of saying certain consonants, you replace it with a D. Dunny. And Mobb Deep is credited with first using that D. And people are like, hang on, what's that? What did he just say? Done? So, Jay-Z, also knowing the NYC in the street lingo right here, trolls Nas and has a little bit of a subliminal that he knows that Nas and also Mobb Deep is going to catch in that when he says Dunny. Clever stuff from Jay.
B.I.G. Your reach ain't long enough, Dunny. Your peeps ain't strong enough. Fuck up. Rockefeller is the army, better yet the Navy. Niggas will kidnap your baby, spit at your lady. We bring knife.
Rockefeller's the army, better yet the Navy. Hey, you want it at land, you want it at sea. We bringing the war to your door.
Fist fight, kill your drama. We kill you motherfucking ants with a sledgehammer. Don't let me do it to you, Dunny, cause I overdo it. So you won't confuse it with just rap music. R.O.C. We running this rap shit. M-Easy, we running this rap shit. The Broad Street Bully, we running this rap shit. Get zipped up in plastic when it happens, that's it. Freeway, we running this rap shit. Owen Sparks, we running this rap.
How good is this beat from Kanye, man?
Shit. Chris and Neat, we running this rap shit. I don't care if you Mobb Deep, I hold triggers to cruise. You little fuck, I got money stacks bigger than you.
I don't care if you Mobb Deep, I hold triggers to cruise. I love that first off because obviously he's got the obvious Mobb Deep diss, but also like if you're mobbing, if you're playing on that gang life, you're going on that gang shit, like you're rolling deep, I don't care if you Mobb Deep in this case. You want war, it's coming.
If you more deep. I hold triggers to cruise. You little fuck, I got money stacks bigger than you. When I was pushed.
Short jokes, you little fuck. I got money stacks bigger than you. Oh, now we're starting to get disrespectful. This is what we like.
I hold triggers to cruise. You little fuck, I got money stacks bigger than you. When I was pushing weight.
Listen to that guitar chop sample in the back of the mix. I love it, man. It's so smooth. There's some great vocal samples that Kanye grabs and uses throughout, and Jay-Z starts to play on some of those vocal samples within his rhyme scheme.
You little fuck, I got money stacks bigger than you. When I was pushing weight back in 88, you was a ballerina. I got the pictures, I seen you. Then you dropped shook one, switch your demeanor.
Back in 88, Jay-Z has a famous line on Dead Presidents 2. I'm still spending money from 88. 88 was one of Jay-Z's glory days in terms of him being a drug dealer when he bragged about how much cocaine that he was slinging and dealing, and he had a lot of money and he was bankrolling a lot of people back then. So he plays off at 88. When I'm in the streets actually doing this shit, you're over here dressing up like Michael Jackson. But see how Jay-Z takes it to another level? No, Prodigy was not dressed up like a ballerina. All right, he was not dressed up like a ballerina. But this is just Jay-Z getting under his skin. Going, you were fucking dancing around twinkle toes like a fucking ballerina over here. Well, I'm out here living the street shit. Then all of a sudden you drop Shook Ones, and we all know Shook Ones. Come on, those of you who have never heard Shook Ones, I know you've seen 8 Mile, that infamous last battle with Eminem, that Shook Ones beat that is so iconic. Ain't no such things as halfway crooks. Come on now, Mobb Deep Shook Ones took over the radio stations. NYC, New York, baby. That was some East Coast shit right there. Shout out to Winter Volpine. Hey, Knox, love the breakdowns. Love from the UK. Wow, man. Thank you so much for the $100 donation. Please, 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 fire emoji and hearts in the chat for Winter Volpine. Thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate that. Let's keep it rolling on the breakdown.
Ballerina, I got the pictures, I seen you. Then you drop shook one, switch your demeanor. Well,
hang on. Raymond 02ish said there is a picture of Prodigy in a ballerina outfit. Yeah, but hang on. I wasn't at the Summer Jam Scream, right? I was not there. But I always understood it. The picture that was put up, that Jay-Z put up on the big screens, he didn't put him up in a ballerina outfit. He put up the image of Prodigy dressed as Michael Jackson. And his mom was doing some type of talent competition or something, and Prodigy, you know, being a young kid trying to emulate something, emulated Michael Jackson, so he wore like tights and the shoes and everything. But I never knew there was an actual image of Prodigy in a ballerina outfit. But if there is an actual one that hasn't been like photoshopped or messed with, do share it. Do share it in the chat and contribute to the breakdown.
Arena, I got the pictures, I seen you. Then you drop shook one, switch your demeanor. Well, we don't believe you. You need more people. Rockefeller students, so they
switching to water now. You know, one of the things that I like about Jay-Z's delivery is the thing I've always liked about Jay and why its diss tracks suit him so well is that he has so much personality with his cadence, with his delivery. Jay-Z just is one of those rappers that oozes with personality on the microphone. And right there, just the way that he could take like a normal line and deliver it and make it sound like some of the hottest shit that has ever been said, it definitely enhances what he's doing with his lyrics and his style just because of how much personality that he injects into it.
You was a ballerina, I got the pictures, I seen you. Then you drop shook one, switch your demeanor. Well, we don't believe you, you need more people.
We don't believe you, you need more people. So he just goes up in the cadence right there.
Shook one, switch your demeanor. Well, we don't believe you, you need more people. Rockefeller, students of the game, we passed the class cause nobody can read you dudes like we do. Don't let them gas you like Jigger is ass. And
shout out to the class of Professor Knox, people. Thanks for being here today. Jay-Z, student of the game, student of hip-hop, rolled in circles, learned from some of the greats. Big Daddy Kane, B.I.G. Yeah, Jay-Z has been around East Coast hip-hop, man, before he came through. That's for damn certain.
Nobody can read you dudes like we do. Don't let them gas you like Jigger is ass and won't clap you. Trust me on this one, I'll detach you. Mind from spirit.
Acting like Jigga is ass and won't clap you. Another name for himself. Jigga, Hove, Hova. Jay's got a lot of different monikers.
Jigga is ass and won't clap you. Trust me on this one, I'll detach you. Mind from spirit, body from soul. They have to hold a mask, put your body in a hole. Oh. No, you're not on my level, get your breaks tweaked. I sold what your whole album sold in my first week.
You're not on my level, get your breaks tweaked. I sold what your whole album sold in my first week. Now that is a flex right there. And if you look at Prodigy's HNIC, Head in Charge, right? HNIC, he only sold what, 500,000? Jay dropped, he had 500,000 in the first week. So there's a lot of exaggeration that happens in some of these disses from Jay, and even Nas to an extent. But that one is backed up in this case. And then the breaks, playing off of like break beats and like breaks within the mix. Like get your breaks up, get your beat selection up. Different way of saying that, but also get your breaks fixed, like your drive, playing on that whole scheme as well.
Ass and won't clap you. Trust me on this one, I'll detach you.
Also, saying that he's ass and won't clap you. Get it? Ass cheeks, get clapped. He's gonna, do some things to you. Get your mind out of the gutter, people.
Mind from spirit, body from soul. They have to hold a mask, put your body in a hole. No, you're not on my level, get your breaks tweaked. I sold what your whole album sold in my first week. You guys don't want it with Hope. Ask Nas, he don't want it with Hope. No, ROC, we running this.
And that, right there, ask Nas, he don't want it with Hope. Because the majority of this verse is going after Prodigy. It's going after Mobb Deep, right? And maybe one day we'll do the Jay-Z and Mobb Deep beef, but we got a lot more stuff we got to unpack and do with this one. But right there, at Summer Jam Screaming, what just sent everyone the world upside down was when all of a sudden he just pulls out fucking Nas. He's like, Nas don't want it with Hope. And it's like, this is happening. This is happening now. I don't know what to do with my hands, Franklin.
Ask Nas, he don't want it with Hope.
Hey, shout out to the Rookie Critic, just leaving a tip. Thanks for the breakdowns. Thank you so much for the tip, man. Really appreciate it, brother.
No, ROC, we run.
Right there, the No. Clever production by Kanye. Again, taking David Bowie, his No from his song Fame, and having that just accompany what Jay is saying in the back of the mix. Great production again, man.
Ask Nas, he don't want it with Hope. No, ROC, we running this rap shit. B single, we running this rap shit. M-Easy, we running this rap shit. It's zipped up in plastic when it happens, that's it. Oh, it's Sparks, we running this rap shit. Freeway, we running this rap shit. Chris and Neat, we running this rap shit. I know you missing Nas, but along with celebrity comes about 70 shots to your frame, nigga. You are. Use the
I know you missing Nas, the Fame. And right there, we got the David Bowie just using his sample. We heard Eminem do that in his Mariah Carey diss. I love when you just take like samples and work it into the rhyme schemes yourself. And listen, timeline for this at this time. There's a lot of criticism of Nas saying that Nas has fallen off at this point, right? This is past the Nas Illmatic days, right? This is when he's getting a lot of critique for Nostradamus, when he's getting a lot of critique for I Am. He hasn't dropped anything in a while. A lot of people are saying he's kind of lost that. He's no longer really considered the king of New York. So this is Jay taking advantage of that moment, because Jay stock is going like this, and Nas stock is kind of just flatlining at this moment in time. So Jay is taking advantage of this opportunity to troll the shit out of Nas. Also, we got the violent threats. As always, there's a flip side to celebrity. There's a flip side to everyone who knows who you are. 70 shots to your frame. Hey, shout out to Trista Webb. Let's support Knox and show him how much he's appreciated for all he does for us. Thank you so much, Trista. Appreciate it. Heart emoji in chat, please. Really appreciate it. Keep me going today. This is a breakdown.
Comes about 70 shots to your frame, nigga. You are. Use the fag model for Carcanine Esco ass. Went from nasty Nas to Esco's trash. Had a spark when you started, but now you're just garbage. Nasty Nas to Esco's trash.
Hang on, Nasty Nas to Esco's trash. Pablo Escobar, Esco's trash. One of Nas's monikers, right? He's Nasty Nas, but he also called himself Escobar, based off of Pablo Escobar, the mafioso, drug lord type of imagery. Nas had a lot of that within his lyrics, within his images and videos that he chose to do.
About 70 shots to your frame, nigga. You are. Use the fag model for Carcanine Esco ass. Went from nasty.
Esco ass. Use the model, the fag model, right? So we got homo bars here, basically. Remember, this is coming at a time when using fag against someone, it was used a lot in battle raps. It was used in a lot of disses to de-man them and make them seem lower on the rung. Remember, this is a different time period and frame in which we're working with these lyrics.
The Esco's trash had a spark when you started, but now you're just garbage. Fell from top 10 to not mention at all. To your bodyguards, Uchi Wali's verse better than yours. Matter of fact,
that is definitely one that gets under Nas's skin. You know, to your bodyguards verse on Uchi Wala Wada, Uchi Bang Bang. So, that song, right? Nas featured Bravehearts on. And, which one? I can't remember. Was it Horse? I think it was Horse. But anyways, Nas got a lot of critique for that one. He went last, and people said, oh, Nas's verse was not as good as some of the people that he was putting on for. So Jay-Z took full advantage of it right there, referencing that one.
To not mention at all. To your bodyguards, Uchi Wali's verse better than yours. Matter of fact, you had the worst flow on the whole fucking.
And you hear that back in the mix. Uchi Wali Wali.
To your bodyguards, Uchi Wali's verse better than yours. Matter of fact, you had the worst flow on the whole fucking song, but I know.
And Horse was not Knox's bodyguard. That has been disproven. But again, Jay's just saying some shit to really get to Nas in this case.
Uchi Wali's verse better than yours. Matter of fact, you had the worst flow on the whole fucking song, but I know the sun don't shine and sun don't shine. That's why your career's come to one end.
The sun don't shine if sun don't shine. Get it? I love how he says that there, like S-U-N, but also playing on S-O-N, like if God's sun doesn't shine. So what Jay-Z is implying there is that they had a hot song on their own. Nas couldn't deal with them getting the fame and getting the accolades on their own. So he basically bullied his way onto it, wanted that verse, and he's like, you had the worst fucking flow in the whole thing. And if someone can critique another artist in flows, it is Jay-Z, who is the king of variety of flows and diversity.
Sun don't shine and sun don't shine. That's why your career's come to an end. It's only so long fake thugs can pretend. Nigga, you ain't live it, you witnessed it from your folks' pad. You scribbled in your notepad and created your life. I showed
you witnessed from your folks' pad, you scribbled in your notepad and created your life. Nas had a song about looking out the project windows, feeling bored, feeling these different things. Jay-Z again, and here is some of the greater meta critique that Jay-Z uses throughout his series of disses, in the sense that I'm the one who actually has the true street cred because I have been out here living it. You seem to be very good at observing and being this great street poet, but telling other people's stories and telling stories of the world that you see around you, whereas the stories that I use are my own stories. The accounts that I take are the ones that I have been through myself.
You ain't live it, you witnessed it from your folks' pad. You scribbled in your notepad and created your life. I showed you your first tech on tour with Large Professor. Then I heard your album about your tech on the dresser. So yeah, I said
I've showed you your first tech. Again, there is some clever lines, and there's some real like street cred lines, like Jay-Z pulling Nas's street card on this. And this is a true story that Professor backed up when they were down in D.C. And when DC's always been fucking rough. Shout out to the hometown people, PG County, D.C. in the building. You know what it is, people. But D.C. was the murder capital for a while. We've also had to deal with B-More being the murder capital as well. But D.C. was rough, man. They went down to D.C. Story is that the show had to get ended early. The crowd was getting rowdy. Jay-Z rolls up in his duffel bag and pulls out his fucking tech. Like, don't worry, I got this if shit goes south. Professor backed up this story. So what did Jay do? Again, this is that little bit of exaggeration now because Jay doesn't know if that's the first time that Nas saw a tech. But Jay took advantage of that moment and of a historical moment to take it and to flip it on Nas and to try to pull a little bit out from the street credibility of Nas, going, all of a sudden I showed you your first tech, and look at you. You know, months later you're dropping songs bragging about the tech that you got on the dresser.
Tech on tour with Large Professor. Then I heard your album about your tech on the dresser.
Hey, shout out to my homie Cody Hurst, man. Cody, thanks for coming through. Just pulling up to show some respect and love, brother. Keep up the grind. Don't forget that. Oh, the Joyner and Tory beef. That is one of the other beefs we definitely need to cover on the channel. Thank you so much, Cody. Appreciate the super chat, brother.
Your first tech on tour with Large Professor. Then I heard your album about your tech on the dresser. So yeah, I sampled your voice. You was using it wrong. You made it a hot line.
I made it a hot song.
And you ain't getting coin, nigga.
Probably the best line on the takeover. This is a solid one. To me, this is like a setup. What really lives on with the takeover is the shock factor of this one, of really making the beef like more direct and more public. Super Ugly is much more disrespectful and a better diss in my opinion. And the Blueprint 2 is a very masterfully written track by Jay-Z, and one I will break down later on in this beef. So I gotta give Jay props. But for me, one of my favorite lines in the whole fucking series of disses is, "You made it a hot line, I made it a hot song." That's how you diss someone else. Take that and also use it as a fucking flex. He's talking about dead presidents. Dead fucking presidents to represent me. He takes that sample that we talked about, and he literally did make it a hot song. You could do it in a line. Shit, I made a whole song about it and it blew up. I love that one.
Using it wrong. You made it a hot line. I made it a hot song.
You've been using those lines wrong.
And you ain't get a coin, nigga. You was getting fucked in. I know who I paid, God. Searchlight Publishing. Use your...
And you ain't getting a coin, right? Like coining dead presidents represent me. That sample that I use of your voice, you didn't coin that, but also playing off of like getting literal coin, getting change, because I didn't pay you for those publishing rights. I paid Searchlight Productions, your publisher, for that. And actually, Searchlight technically didn't exist at the time. And then, what's his face? MC Search, he came out and said, no, hang on a second. Like, Nas did actually own his masters to that. We just helped him with publishing. But anyways, again, Jay-Z's just taking a little something and just flipping shit to get under Nas's skin.
Nigga, you was getting fucked in. I know who I paid, God. Searchlight Publishing. Use your... You said you been in this 10, I've been in it 5. Smart enough, Nas. 4 albums in 10 years, nigga. I could divide, that's one that be, let's say 2. 2 of them shits was due. One was nah, the other was Illmatic. That's a one hot album every 10-year average, and that's so. Nigga, switch up.
I love the math scheme from Jay there, man. It's just a fun one. To me, it's just the personality. It's the way that he just delivers shit, man. It is clever. It is fucking clever. All right, let's count this. You dropped 4 albums, Nas. All right, you gave us Nostradamus. You gave us I Am. You gave us It Was Written. And you gave us Illmatic. So out of those 4 within 10 years, obviously it's 2.5 to 4 to make 10. But he's like, nah, let's go down to 2. Let's make it easy for everyone. So 1 album every 2 years. So he's actually giving him more credit there. And then he goes, yeah, Nostradamus. A lot of people agree. Below Nas's par for the course, I would say. Same with I Am. Below Nas's par. We all know how much of a classic Illmatic is. And I would say It Was Written. I would say that one is up there for good Nas albums. But Jay's still trolling. He's like, that was meh. So you only gave us Illmatic, essentially. So you gave us 1 hot album every 10 years. I mean, it is... Oh, that one cuts. Jay draws some blood. Jay definitely draws some blood and take over people.
It's a 1 hot album every 10-year average, and that's so. Nigga, switch up your flow. Your shit is garbage. You trying to kick knowledge. Your niggas gonna learn to respect the king.
Oh, the trolling right there. Just a little person. Psst, get the fuck out of here. You hear the ad-lib that he says? What, you trying to kick knowledge? You trying to be that backpacking conscious type of rapper with us? Come on now.
Hot album every 10-year average, and that's so. Nigga, switch up your flow. Your shit is garbage. You trying to kick knowledge. Your niggas gonna learn to respect the king. Don't be the next contestant on that Summer Jam screen, because you know.
Don't be the next contestant on that Summer Jam screen. That's him. See, this was recorded afterwards because remember we talked about Summer Jam when he had Prodigy up there dancing away, trolling him, being Ballerina Boy, right? And he's like, you want to be the next one to go up there? Because I got dirt on you too, Nas. I got dirt on you.
Learn to respect the king. Don't be the next contestant on that Summer Jam screen, because you know who. Yeah, you know what, but you know who. Yeah. Just keep that between me and you, nigga.
You know who. Did you know what? But let's keep that between me and you. He's referencing Nas's baby mama, Karma there, but we will get to that. We will get to that later in that big reveal. But Jay-Z teases this because we don't know what he's saying. You know who. Did you know what? This is just Jay going, I got some shit. I got some shit in the closet, Nas, and you don't want me to open that door and reveal it all. But he does do it in the end. He's like, we'll get to that later. Again, this is just a setup, you know? Classic beef, too. Don't fire every shot right away in one go. Hold on to some stuff. Leave some things for the rebuttal, which Jay does. And it is a fun rebuttal. Super Ugly is a lot of fun, man. Lalo Sandoval, super chat at $10. Thank you so much for the super chat. Happy Thanksgiving, brother. Keep up the grind. Amazing work. Definitely got me appreciating some rappers a lot more. Can we get some Montana 3000? Long time and forever fan. Man, I have not done a Montana 3000 breakdown on the channel, have I? We could definitely check it out and put it on the list, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate the support, brother.
Yeah, you know what? Well, you know who. Yeah. Just keep that between me and you, nigga. ROC, we running this rap shit. M-Easy, we running this rap shit. The Broad Street Bully, we running this rap shit. Get zipped up in plastic when it happens, that's it. Freak, wait, we running this rap shit. Owen Sparks, we running this rap shit. Chris and Neek, we running this rap shit. A wise man told me don't argue with fools, cause people.
That Run New York sample that he uses also is trolling Nas as well. Remember this whole talk that we had at the beginning of this about the battle for being the king of New York? Jay-Z's going, we the ones who running it over here. Shout out to Chicken Lee Please. Chicken Lee PS. Man, I love that name. Love the breakdowns. Can't wait for the Biggie Pac beef recap. Hey, thank you so much for the super chat donation. Appreciate you. Much love to you. You know that's going to come.
A wise man told me don't argue with fools, cause people from a distance can't tell who is who.
Love when Jay-Z just pulls out these one-liners of like wisdom, philosophy lines. A wise man told me don't argue with fools, because from a distance, you know, the casual crowd, they're going to think you're the fool as well, because all they're going to see is just two people arguing with each other. Love that line.
Man told me don't argue with fools, cause people from a distance can't tell who is who. So stop with that childish shit, nigga, I'm grown. Please leave it alone, don't throw rocks at the throne.
Yeah, I definitely mispronounced that. That is chicken lips. Wow, Knox can read today. Dyslexia for the win.
With that childish shit, nigga, I'm grown. Please leave it alone, don't throw rocks at the throne. Do not bark up that tree that you.
The KS1 sample. Shout out to Paul Widman, KS1 with the We Run New York sample that I shouted out before. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
On you. I don't know why your advisors ain't forewarned you. Please, not Jay. He's not for play. I don't slack a minute.
Please, not Jay. He's not afraid. Love the cadence mirroring there and just the changes to the flow.
Advisors ain't forewarned you. Please, not Jay. He's not for play. I don't slack a minute. All that thug rapping and gimmicks, I will end it. All that yapping me finished. You are not deep. You made your bed, now sleep. Don't make me.
You are not deep. Again, playing off of Mobb Deep. Now we're shifting focus back to Mob here, but it also could be taking the shots at Nas. Like, you think that you're a conscious rapper, but you're not really as deep as you think. And he will troll him for that later on as well.
All that yapping me finished. You are not deep. You made your bed, now sleep. Don't make me expose you to them folks that don't know you. Nigga, I know you well. All the stolen jewels. Twinkle toes, you breaking my heart. You can't fuck with me. Go play somewhere. I'm busy.
Twinkle toes. Oh, shit. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Oh. Sorry guys, we had to put the earmuffs on Ghost. It's getting a little disrespectful now. Calling Prodigy and Mobb Deep, who gave us Shook once, Twinkle Toes. Ghost doesn't need to hear this. It's gonna mess up his innocent brain.
Yapping me finished. You are not deep. You made your bed, now sleep. Don't make me expose you to them folks that don't know you. Nigga, I know you well. All the stolen jewels. Twinkle toes, you breaking my heart. You can't fuck with me. Go play somewhere. I'm busy. And all you other cats throwing shots at Jigga, you only get half a bar. Fuck y'all niggas.
I do like that line. Two favorite lines is, you made it a hot line, I made it a hot song. And then the mass scheme, trolling Nas for one hot album every 10 years, that was very clever from Jay. And then this last one, addressing everyone else. Like, and everyone else in the room who wants to fire shots and pot shots at me, you only get half a bar. Fuck all of you. Good way to sign off on it.
Jigga, you only get half a bar. Fuck y'all niggas.
Yes. Right. So, that was Takeover. That was Takeover. Takeover for me draws blood. Definitely draws blood. There are some questions that are called into it by Jay-Z very cleverly, calling into question some of Nas' street credibility. If this was not a good diss, if it did not get under Nas' skin, Nas would not have responded. But Jay-Z dropped this, and there's a lot of pressure for Nas to respond. Nas was on hiatus. Nas was taking care of his mom, who was terminally ill. She was not well. Nas was taking a break from music. And then this drops in the Blueprint Jobs. And there's this story, Nas's brother, Jungle, jumping out of the car, literally jumping into Nas's car in the middle of the street, forcing Nas to listen to the album, and them talking Nas in his circle, talking him into doing Ether, saying, man, you got to respond to this. You cannot let this shit slide anymore. You must respond. And thank God they did, because next we have the response. And here's the thing about Ether, right? Ether is celebrated as one of the greatest diss tracks of all times. The thing I like about Ether is that it's just a really good song. It's just one of the greatest songs of all time for me from Nas. It's up there with One Mic, with Got Yourself a Gun, so many great ones from Nas. But it's just a really good song. I don't think it's as disrespectful as some of Jay's lines, especially in Super Ugly, and we'll get to that. But it's got a lot of really clever bars to it. To me, though, what really propelled Ether more into the limelight and into the fame was the comeback story that came with it. Kind of like Nas being the underdog. Ironically, Nas, who came before Jay, who did more for NYC before Jay, is the underdog in this case. Because again, we talk about Jay-Z's being on the rise, his level of fame, his success, his level of celebrity. People talking like Nas fell off. And all Jay-Z did was he just poked the fire. And he poked the beast, essentially. So when Nas came back with fucking Ether, I mean, it's fire. Don't get me wrong. It's fucking fire. We're going to have a lot of fun breaking this down. But I feel like it just made an even greater impact because it was like, yes, this is the Nas we have been waiting for. This is the Nas who is reawoken that the streets need. That to me is what really propelled Ether past anything else that Jay-Z did. Remember, timing is so very important in beefs and battles as well. So, people, without further ado, it is time for Ether. Coming through.
Fuck Jay-Z.
What's up, niggas? Hey, yo, I know you ain't talking about me.
Fuck Jay-Z. We got a quiz question for chat today. Whose voice is that? That was screwed down and sampled. Who said fuck Jay-Z? What was that taken from? Your hint is that it is a West Coast artist.
Fuck Jay-Z.
What's up, niggas? Hey, yo, I know.
Hey, ZXing, that's Pac, baby, rhyme man, Tupac. Yes. There we go. Louis Hidalgo, Tupac. Danny said Pac. Paradox said Tupacs. Yes. Oh, you just fixed it. Tupac. It's from. Yes, it is Tupac, people. It is Tupac. And the beat maker on this said that when he sent the beat over, he didn't have the fuck Jay-Z sample in it. That got put in later with this, but nonetheless, it got dropped in. And it's a very memorable start and sample to start things off.
Fuck Jay-Z.
What's up, niggas? Hey, yo, I know you ain't talking about me, dog. You?
Fuck Jay-Z.
You been on my dick, nigga. You love my style, nigga.
Fuck Jay-Z.
Fuck with your soul like ether. Teach you the king, you know you. Godson across the belly. I prove you lost already. Brace yourself for the main event. Y'all impatiently waiting. It's like an AIDS test. What's the results? Not positive. Who's the best? Pac, Nas, and Big. Ain't no.
Not positive. Like an AIDS test waiting for the results. In this case, the way that he says it, you want it to be not positive. An AIDS test. You don't want to be positively tested for AIDS. And he's also flipping some of the, the fag bars that Jay-Z had directed towards Nas. He's taking that, he's flipping it. There's a bit of those implications. Remember, Nas is very, very layered as a writer. There's definitely a lot of thought that goes into a lot of his lines and what he processes and thinks about. This one goes even deeper because when Nas lists his top three, Jay-Z had a song where he shouted out Nas. Actually, Jay-Z shouted out Nas on a few different tracks. Every single album leading up to this point, Jay-Z incorporated Nas in some way. Whether that was sampling him, like we had on Dead Presidents 2. Also sampled him in Rap Game, Crack Game. Sampled Nas' voice multiple times. Shouted out Nas. Had a line. He wanted to do like an NYC line. Talking about the top ones, Jay-Z, Nas, and Big, right? What does Nas do? He's like, hang on, we're going to get rid of your ass from that top three, and I'm going to put Pac in that mix. Pac, Big, Nas. And there is no best from that, because we're all the best.
Test, what's the results? Not positive. Who's the best?
Also, not positive, like it's not going to be a positive outcome for you and what's going on here. And I do really love the strings to this. I love the way that this beat builds. The orchestral beats, man. This is the type of stuff you know that I like. I write a lot of songs with orchestral beats.
And patiently waiting, it's like an AIDS test. What's the results? Not positive. Who's the best? Pac, Nas, and Big. Ain't no best. East, west, north, south, floor style greetings. I embrace y'all with napalm. Blows up.
East, west, north, south, flossed out. What he's saying there, again, this is the poetic Nas as well. The game has sold out. The game has flossed out now. I don't give a fuck where it's from. I know my history. I'm going to shout out the greats and the best. I'm right here carrying the torch, but the game has changed. And later on, he accuses Jay-Z of selling his soul out.
West, north, south, floor style greetings. I embrace y'all with napalm. Blows up, no guts, left chest, face gone. How can I be garbage? Semi-autos at your cottage. Burner at the side.
How can Nas be garbage? That's a very New York accent right there, the way that he says garbage. Sending semi-autos at your car, bitch. Car, bitch, garbage. Love how he just bends it in his accent to make that one rhyme.
Face gone, how can I be garbage? Semi-autos.
And obviously, Jay did. Jay said that he was fucking garbage. His flow was garbage on Uchi Walla Walla. Said that his bodyguard rapped better than him. Nas obviously took offense to that.
Blows up, no guts, left chest, face gone. How can I be garbage? Semi-autos at your cottage. Burner at the side of your dome. Come out of my throne. I got this. Locked since 9-1. I am the truest.
I got this. Locked since 9-1. I am the truest. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. This is one of the greatest things to me about what Nas does. We talk about beats as rappers, right? And you get a beat, and let's say it's like a 4/4 beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Da 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 da. Right? Your natural inclination as a rapper is you're gonna follow it, or maybe you'll lock into a sound that happens on the beat. In this case, it'd be very easy to lock into those percussive hits and the way that runs, or you might lock into the strings or something. I don't know. Just depends on the beat that you're given. Nas always has a way of taking his voice, and this is something we talk about a lot, and a lot of the great rappers do, and he just sets up his timing so that all of a sudden his voice is now an instrument within the instrumentation. Does that make sense? Like, he creates his own sort of rhythms and rhymes within it, and he uses a lot of these sort of stop, start, breathing ways. Like, he believes in space, saying more with space sometimes, right? My first album had no famous guest appearances. The outcome, I'm crowned the best lyricist. Right? That was Got Yourself a Gun. But see what I'm saying? He just has like this way of taking a normal sentence that you probably just say all the way through and get through. And he'll do like punch here, pause, few more lines, pause, few more words, pause, 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 go. And he just creates just these different rhythmic pockets throughout the beats. And he really takes his voice and turns it into its own form of percussion and its own rhythms over lines. And right here, Ether is a great example of that. The beat is not taking Nas for a ride. Nas is riding the shit out of this beat. Oh, good. All right. Ghost has still got the earmuffs. You know what? We could take the earmuffs off for a little bit from Ghost. I'm going to behave myself a little bit better. All right, there we go. Let's keep it rocking.
Face gone, how can I be garbage? Semi-autos at your cottage. Burner at the side of your dome. Come out of my throne, I got this. Locked since 9-1, I am the truest. Name a rapper that I ain't influenced. Gave y'all chapters, but now I keep my eyes on the Judas. With the wires.
Name a rapper that I ain't influenced. I gave y'all chapters. Now I got my eye on this Judas. Right? Nas, God's son, religious imagery. All of a sudden you have the great betrayer. Like, he's giving you chapters. He's giving you hip-hop scriptures. And he has influenced a lot. And one of Nas's things against Jay-Z is that Nas is the one who started this sort of mafioso language. Nas is the one who called himself Escobar. And then all of a sudden you got Jay-Z running around promoting this alter ego and identity as well. And we'll get into it in Nas's last one, when he really trolls Iceberg and all of that, and playing off of that, what Jay did with Biggie and the Frank White thing and all of that along those lines. Nas is like, look, man, my style and swagger, this is what influenced a lot of what you did. And if you look at early Jay-Z flows, listen, Jay-Z flowed a lot faster, right? Jay-Z definitely came more intricate with the schemes and the delivery early in his career. There's a reason he said, I dumbed down for my audience, double my dollars. They criticize me for it, yet they all yell holla. If skills so, truth be told, I'll probably be lyrically Talib Kweli. Truthfully, I want to rhyme like common sense. See? He definitely had a more intricate delivery. And then he slowed down. But one thing that I respect for Jay in later years is after he slowed down, man, he has crafted some just amazing slow flows. And he's just a great technician with his versatility and the personality within his delivery that we talked about. Flavia Helena. Hi, Knox. I didn't like hip-hop except for M until I found out your breakdowns. Then I found out I knew nothing about M and hip-hop. This is my first live. I'm so happy. Thanks for these breakdowns. It really made me appreciate and listen to rap. Hey, thank you so much for the donation and for coming through. Thanks for joining the class.
That I ain't influenced. Gave y'all chapters, but now I keep my eye.
Wada. Yeah, a lot of Nas influence, but also shout out to Wada for pointing this out as well. That's true. Rest in peace to Big L. Jay-Z learned a lot from Big L as well. Took a lot of influence from L too.
The Judas with Hawaiian Sophie fame kept my name in his music. Check it. Fuck with your soul like ether. With Hawaiian Sophie fame kept my name in his music.
Hang on.
Chapters, but now I keep my eyes on the Judas. With Hawaiian Sophie fame kept my name in his music. Check it. Fuck with your soul like.
With Hawaiian Sophie fame kept my name in his music. This is one of those moments where Jay really got trolled. Hawaiian Sophie. So remember we talked about proteges and mentors and how they came up. Jay-Z was in an early song that was Hawaiian Sophie, right? So Jay-Z gets put on Hawaiian Sophie, and it's like this very family-friendly video, right? It's very, very PG. And he's got this bright Hawaiian shirt on. And later on, Nas takes advantage of this, because all of a sudden, after Jay-Z releases Reasonable Doubt and all that, this was before Reasonable Doubt, right? And you have this very gangster Jay-Z, this very street-savvy Jay-Z. He's like, hang on a second. There's a contradiction here that I'm going to call out, that I'm going to troll your ass with. So that's where that comes from. And then that line's even more packed and swinging even harder, because he's talking about, you know, all the songs of yours that I'm in, because you want to swagger jack me so much, you got to take my voice and literally put it in your songs.
The Judas with Hawaiian Sophie fame kept my name in his music. Check it. Fuck with your soul like ether. Teach you the king, you know you. Godson across the belly. I prove you lost already. Hey yo, pass me the way.
I will not lose. Love that.
You the king, you know you. Godson across the belly. I prove you lost already. Hey yo, pass me the weed, put my ashes out on these niggas, man. Hey yo, you faggots, y'all kneel and kiss the motherfucking ring. Fuck with your soul like ether. Teach you the king, you know you. Godson across the belly. I prove you lost already. Been fucked over, left for dead, distant, forgotten. Luck ran out. They hope that I be gone, stiff and rotten. Y'all just piss on me, shit on me, spit on my grave.
Y'all just piss on me, shit on me, spit on my grave, right there. Da 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 da. I talked about this earlier in that first verse. Remember this sort of stop-start nature that Nas has a lot of times. It's not kind of really finding his own unique pockets. And this is him talking about, hey, man, I was down and out. You guys wanted me to fall. You guys wanted me to fail. And they did. People were like, Nas has not given us anything that hot since Illmatic. But then he comes fucking through with Ether, and he comes through with Stillmatic, baby. Nas returns on this.
They hope that I be gone, stiff and rotten. Y'all just piss on me, shit on me, spit on my grave. Talk about me, laugh behind my back, but in my face, y'all some well wishes. Friendly acting, envy, hiding snakes. With your hands out for my money, man, how much can I take when the streets keep calling? Heard it when I was asleep, that this Gazy and Cockefeller Records wanted beef. Started
Gazy and Cockefeller Records.
up my weapon, slowly loading up this ammo to explode it on a camel and his soldiers. I can handle this.
Loading up this ammo to explode it on a camel. He's saying Jay-Z's got a big nose. He's making fun of his face, saying he looks like a camel right there.
Weapon slowly loading up this ammo to explode it on a camel and his soldiers. I can handle this. Ferdolo and his manuscript just sounds stupid when
Ferdolo. right there. Remember we talked about when Jay-Z was trolling Nas with the Dunny, taking this D sound, that Mobb Deep that they use and infamously use their slang in for shook ones? Nas right there taking Dolo, which is a Queens thing, saying he's doing it for Dolo, doing it solo, doing it for QB, baby.
The camel and his soldiers, I can handle this for Dolo and his manuscript. Just sounds stupid when KRS already made an album called Blueprint. First, Biggie's your man, then you...
That line goes deeper for me. That's a really good line, right? Because Jay-Z drops a blueprint. And what is the nature of a blueprint when you think about it? It's an original blueprint before something gets built and constructed. So how can you have a blueprint after a blueprint has already been released? Get it? Because the one that KRS-One was featured on, it was like Hip Hop Blueprint, wasn't it? I can't remember the exact name. Someone comment in chat. Just look it up real quick so we can make sure that we get all of our history right with this one. But it was along those lines, like a blueprint of hip-hop or hip-hop's blueprint. So I love how Nas very cleverly takes that, also paying homage to KRS-One. And just again showing this theme of, hey, Jay, you swagger jack, man. You bite a lot of styles. And also, if you listen to a big chunk of that second verse, him talking about snakes in the grass, people who will smile at your face but want to stab you in the back, that type of imagery. Because remember, Jay-Z tried to get Nas on his album. Jay-Z sampled Nas, paid Nas to get his voice on his album. So there's a lot of well-wishing and wanting to be chummy with you on face value and then turning around and dissing you behind the scenes. See the paint? See the picture that Nas is painting here and how he's trying to throw doubt on Jay-Z's character?
Stupid when KRS already...
Hey, there it is. Thank you, guys. Shay Sawyer, Ghetto Music, the blueprint of hip-hop. That's right. DZX as well. Shout out to you, DZX. Good to see you in here.
He made an album called Blueprint. First, Biggie's your man. Then you got the nerve to say that you better than Big. Dick sucking lips. Don't...
Jay-Z didn't actually say he was better than Big. He just said along the lines of him being, you know, if it's not Big, then he's bigger, right? Playing off of Big's name, but how much bigger Jay-Z is in terms of fame and status. But still, it is an interesting flex because, you know, Jay-Z carrying on the moniker of Biggie, saying, you know, we were so close and we were friends, attributing to Big. And then I think Nas really took offense because it's like, hang on, you say this is your man, but instead of carrying on his legacy, all of a sudden you want to call yourself the king of New York. It just seems like you're, you know, taking advantage of a moment in time and the loss of one of your people, right? Instead of going, no, I can never truly be the king of New York. That is always going to reside with Big. You know, always going to pay homage that way. Get it? You can see where a lot of New York people and Nas is taking offense to Jay-Z's attitude and his swagger because it's just, yeah, it seems like Jay-Z taking advantage of the void in the moment in time instead of paying true homage to it. Whether you agree with that critique or not, that is a critique from that side of the camp.
Up this ammo to explode it.
That was it. Thank you, Watching Closet. If I'm not bigger than Big, I'm the closest one. That is the exact line that Jay-Z said.
Camel and his soldiers, I can handle this for Dolo and his manuscript. Just sounds stupid when KRS already made an album called Blueprint. First, Biggie's your man. Then you got the nerve to say that you better than Big. Dick sucking lips. Won't you let the late great veteran live? Well,
dick sucking lips, right? He's again calling Jay-Z ugly, saying that he's got big lips that are good for dick sucking. Remember, a lot of these calling them a fag, belittling them, lowering them, big thing in battle rap at the time.
Better than Big, dick sucking lips. Won't you let the late great veteran live? Well, Godson across the belly. I prove you lost already. The king is back. Where my crown at? Ill Will, rest in peace, let's do it, niggas.
Rest in peace to Ill Will, man.
With your soul like ether, teach you the king, you know you. Godson across the belly, I prove you lost already. Y'all niggas deal with emotions like bitches. What's sad is I love you, cause you're my brother, you traded.
Y'all deal with emotions like bitches. You're saying, man, listen, when the going gets tough, you don't really want this type of energy in life. This is the drama and the passive aggressive shit that you bring. Where was this type of energy when you were trying to get me featured on your album? Now all of a sudden you dealing with it in a different way.
Y'all niggas deal with emotions like bitches. What's sad is I love you cause you're my brother. You traded your soul for riches. My child, I've watched you grow up to be famous.
And there it is. We talked about this before. Another one of Nas's greater critiques of Jay-Z that he uses throughout this beef is that Jay-Z has sold out. Jay-Z has traded his soul for riches, whereas Nas has always stayed true to his art form and to the things that he cares for. It seems like Jay-Z greatly changed up his style to sell more records, greatly changed up what he said and what he stood for to sell more records. And again, whether you agree or disagree with that, remember, one of the keys to battle rap is you want to belittle your opponent's character. You just want to cast doubt and you want to cast shade with which they're looked and viewed. And Nas is casting a lot of shade right now.
Love you cause you're my brother, you traded your soul for riches. My child, I've watched you grow up to be famous, and now I smile like a proud dad watching his only son that made it. You seem to be only concerned with dissing women. Were you abused as a child, scared to smile, they called you ugly? Well, life is harsh, hug me, don't reject me. I'll make
Oh, the troll game now. Well, life is harsh, hug me. Get it? Because he's talking about, like, I'm looking out on you like a proud dad, celebrating your accomplishments. Because again, I've inspired you. I've influenced so much of what you did. He's sunning him right now. And then another critique of Jay-Z, that he has very misogynistic lyrics. Just look at Big Pimpin'. Look at all the different songs. Girls, girls, girls. Jay getting around, the way that he talks about girls and belittles women. Hell, Jay even has come out later years and going, I'm kind of shocked at what I said back then. But, you know, that was a different me, a different timeline, and a different era with how I approached the music and everything. Now, whether or not Miss Beyonce had some influence on Jay saying that, who knows? But Nas is taking that and trolling it. Even though Jay will take this line, and he will point out the cracks in this later on when Jay flips it back on him. Because, yeah, a lot of Nas's music, definitely a different approach towards women. Still a song, though. Still a particular track where Nas paints women in a different light as well.
child scared to smile, they called you ugly. Well, life is harsh, hug me, don't reject me. I'll make records to disrespect me, blatant or indirectly. In 88, you was getting chased to your building, calling my crib, and I ain't even give you my numbers.
In 88, you was getting chased through your building. Now, Nas is going to start trying to pull Jay-Z's street credibility, right? 88, I'm still spending money from 88, Dead President's line, Jay-Z using the 88 lines in his Mobb Deep diss in Takeover. So in this case, Nas like, hang on. You weren't this big kingpin back in 88. You were desperate to try to get my number, to try to link through me.
You was getting chased to your building, calling my crib, and I ain't even give you my numbers. All I did was give you a style for you to run with, smiling in my face, glad to break bread with the God.
All I did was give you a style for you to run with. Woo!
Was give you a style for you to run with, smiling in my face, glad to break bread with the God. Wearing jazz chains, no text, no cash, no cars, no jail bars.
Wearing jazz chain, no cash, no cards. So again, we got a little bit of exaggeration from Nas. This has been proven wrong, but Jazzo, remember Jay-Z being Jazz's protege. Jazz, there's an infamous image of Jazz rocking the chain, Jay-Z rocking the chain, and actually Jay-Z paid for Jazz's swag and bling, not the other way around. But in this case, Nas is going, see what Nas is doing here, the picture that he's painting? You're sucking up to Jazz, right? He's the one who put on for you. It seems like you have this pattern of sucking up with people who are bigger than you at the time in order to increase your fame, in order to increase your celebrity. Whereas I did a lot of this myself, and my come-up story is different than yours. You seem to latch on and to leech on to these other famous celebrity names to grow your own name.
With the God, wearing jazz chains, no text, no cash, no cars, no jail bars, jigger, no pies, no case, just Hawaiian shirts. Hanging with Little Chase, you a fan, a phony, a fake.
Oh, the Hawaiian shirts hanging with Little Chase again. He's still trolling him for Sophie, man. Still trolling Jay-Z. You have this tough, thuggish imagery, and yet here you are in these super family-friendly music videos. Jay-Z, what's going on, bro?
Pussy, you stand, I still whip your ass. You 36 in a karate class, you Tybo ho, trying to work it out, you trying to get...
What was it, girls? On that, Jay-Z was bragging about doing Tybo. Tybo, man. Oh my God, Tybo classes. Listen, Tybo's one of those, all the ladies show up in their yoga pants and get it on. It is not exactly a manly man type of routine and exercise you would want to flex on. And then Jay-Z also bragging about doing karate, and Nas just saying, I'm going to whip your ass. And I don't think Jay-Z was 36 at the time when he did this, but Nas is making him older than he is. Again, he exaggerated a little bit. This is what you do when you get into battles.
You 36 in the karate class, you Tae-Bo ho. Trying to work it out, you trying to get brolic. Ask me if I'm trying to kick knowledge. Nah, I'm trying to kick the shit you need to learn though. That ether, that shit that make your soul burn slow.
Remember when I pointed out that ad-lib when Jay-Z was just like, what the fuck you talking about? You trying to kick knowledge? And he tried to troll him for that. I like how Nas takes that. And he takes it and he flips it on him. Nah, I'm not just kicking knowledge. I'm kicking that ether, that shit to make it burn slow. And the title of this, Ether. Nas came out later on and I was like, Nas, where did you get this concept for ether? And Nas was like, I was told somewhere that, you know, ether is so strong, knocking you out. It used to be, God, why can't I can't find my vocabulary today. Anesthesiologist, anesthesia, a type of anesthesia, right? Ether, it would knock you out. It was super potent and strong, but there was this thought process that ether was so bad and so potent and toxic that even spirits and demons would stay away from it, right? So ether, like burning through your soul, this shit is not good for your soul. Nas said he kind of took that concept and he ran with it. You know, he wanted to respond with something that wasn't just face level, like hurting you. He wanted something that went so much deeper, that struck deep into your soul. In this case, he's giving you that slow burn, that ether that you're going to sit and reflect on years later from now and maybe pick up some of those hidden lines that he's got in this and go, fuck, man, this one hurt.
The shit you need to learn though. That ether, that shit that make your soul burn slow. Is he Dame Diddy, Dame Daddy, or Dame Dummy? Oh, I get it. You Biggie and he's Puffy. Yeah. Rockefeller.
I get it. You Biggie and he's Puffy, right? You got a big one and he's going to be puffing on it. See, again, he's got those types of bars, but also playing on Dame Diddy, Dame Daddy, because P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, whatever his name is, playing on how his relationship with B.I.G. There's been a lot of stories that, you know, Puff really like told B.I.G. what to do, overmanaged, micromanaged him, right? It wasn't as rosy of a relationship as what it appears to a lot of people. Definitely felt like Puff was exploiting Big at times. So in this case, Nas is taking that inner knowledge in history and flipping it on Jay-Z, and Jay-Z and his partner Dame, right? Dame Dash. Kanye references Dame a lot. Kanye had fallouts with Dame, didn't he? Anyways, going off on tangents. But in this case, he's going, what is he? Is he Dame Diddy? Like Dame Daddy? Is he your daddy now, telling you everything that you can and can't do and running your life? And then he plays off of Big and Puffy, and then those lines. Very clever wordplay and flips from Nas.
Dame Daddy or Dame Dummy? Oh, I get it. You Biggie and he's Puffy. Yeah. Rockefeller died of AIDS. That was the end of his chapter. And that's the guy I chose to name your company after. Put it together.
Oh, man. Oh, why did I stop? I shouldn't have paused it. I should have let it play. And one of the greatest sort of word schemes and just flip ups right here. I mean, the wordplay on this is so clever. But Rockefeller, you think like, you know, the famous rich family, the Rockefellers, like Rockefeller Center in NYC. But it's not the Rockefellers that we think of that Rockefeller Records is named after. It is this drug lord and crime boss Rockefeller who actually died from AIDS. So Nas is like, hang on a second, that's who y'all want to name your company after? And then he flips this, and we'll see how he flips it further.
That was the end of his chapter. And that's the guy I chose to name your company after. Put it together. I rock hoes, y'all rock fellas. And now y'all trying to take my spot, fellas. Philly's hot rock fellas.
I rock hoes, y'all rock fellas. Playing off of Rockefeller, but in this case, you know, you want to flip it on me and call me a fag. You are the ones rocking fellas because you named it after someone who died from AIDS. And remember, during this time, there was that great misconception that only homosexuals can get AIDS. It was a gay disease that was spread, and that's what you die from. So get how he's taking all that, the AIDS bars and scheme, and flipping him on them that you guys are rocking fellas.
Y'all rock fellas, and now y'all trying to take my spot, fellas. Philly's hot rock fellas, put you in a dry spot, fellas. In a pine box with 9 shots from my Glock, fellas.
In a pine box with 9 shots from my Glock, fellas. I love that internal condensed rhyme scheme. Da 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 da.
Put you in a dry spot, fellas. In a pine box with 9 shots from my Glock, fellas. Boxy got you hot cause you kept your face in a puss. What you think you getting girls now cause of your looks? Negro.
You hear him trolling again? Girls, girls, girls. Playing off of Jay-Z's hooking song, girls, girls, girls. But also, this created a lot of side controversy, and this is something that Jay had to deal with later on, the Foxy Brown controversy, right? Foxy Brown came up during Nas and Jay's time. But there was this big story that leaked that Foxy had an affair and a thing going on with Jay when Jay was in his 20s, like 27, and Foxy was just a teenager. Foxy was underage, 15, as the story goes. It has been debunked, but there's still a lot of whisperings that they did have something. We don't know when and time frames on things, but yeah, that Jay took Foxy Brown's virginity. So that little line that will go overlooked by a lot of people had a shit ton of implications in timeline.
Your face in a puss. What you think you getting girls now cause of your looks? Negro, please. You know mustache having with whiskers like a rat compared to beans you whack. And your man.
He's always getting me. You're ugly, okay? You're not getting girls for your looks, my friend.
You know mustache having with whiskers like a rat compared to beans you whack. And your man stabbed on and made you take the blame. You ass went from.
And your man stabbed on and made you take the blame. Think about the depth to that and what Nas is implying there, right? Because if you're taking the blame for a crime that someone else committed, you are the fall guy. Now, if you are the boss and the one calling the shots, you are not the one getting into trouble. You have people who take the fall for you, who take the fall for your crimes. And Jay-Z did plead guilty to this. So you see how Nas is cleverly flipping that and just lowering Jay-Z's, head mafioso character and persona that he gives off.
The beans you whack, and your man stabbed on and made you take the
Lance Un was his name.
You ass went from jazz to hanging with Kane to Irv to Big and Eminem.
Went from jazz to hanging with Kane, Big Daddy Kane, to Irv to Big. And I paused it right before another one of the greatest lines that is on Ether that everyone remembers. Here we go.
Having with whiskers like a rat compared to beans you whack, and
Sorry. I'm sorry. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt my soul. Everybody get ready.
Facing a puss. What you think you getting girls now cause of your looks? Negro, please. You know mustache having with whiskers like a rat compared to beans you whack. And your man stabbed on and made you take the blame. You ass went from jazz to hanging with Kane to Irv to Big. And Eminem murdered you on your own shit. You a dick riding faggot. You love the attention. Queens niggas run you niggas.
Oh, no. Oh, man. You know what I really love about this diss in history is this is one of those that disses the shit out of Jay-Z. And also is something everybody remembers and just pays homage to M and helped to propel him even further in his career as well. Eminem murdered you on your own shit. And we broke down Renegade, but man, so many people when they heard that diss broke their headphones to that one. Also, there was the line that I missed I want to shout out. Beanie Siegel was a dope-ass rapper. And he's saying, you're not even the dopest rapper on your roster, man. Beanie is a much better rapper than you.
Ass went from jazz to hanging with Kane to Irv to Big. And Eminem murdered you on your own shit. You a dick riding faggot. You love the attention. Queens niggas run you niggas. Ask Russell Simmons. ROC. Get gunned up and...
Another very clever line. Like this last verse from Nas just starts to really punch. Punch. This is what really smokes it out and makes it ether.
Niggas run you niggas. Ask Russell Simmons.
Hang on. Queens.
Dick riding faggot. You love the attention. Queens niggas run you niggas. Ask Russell Simmons. ROC. Get gunned up and clap quick.
Queens run y'all. Right? Queens runs Brooklyn. Ask Russell Simmons. Because why? Russell Simmons at the time ran Def Jam. Rockefeller was under the umbrella of Def Jam. So in a sense, Jay-Z is reporting to someone from Queens. Very clever lines right there.
You niggas ask Russell Simmons. ROC. Get gunned up and clap quick. JJ Evans get gunned up and clap quick. Your whole
JJ Evans from Good Times. He's trolling Jay's looks again. And then ROC get run up and clap quick. Remember, we just did the takeover when Jay-Z has that infamous hook, and this is Nas now taking that hook, flipping it on Jay-Z and trolling him with it.
Get gunned up and clap quick. J.J. Evans get gunned up and clap quick. Your whole damn record label gunned up and clap quick. Sean Carter to Jay-Z, damn you on Jazz Dick. So little Shorty's getting gunned up and clap quick. How much of Biggie's rhymes is gonna come out your fat lips? Want it to be on every last one of my classics. You pop shit, apologize, nigga, just ask Kiss.
It's always a very interesting line in the beef that was speculated for a long time. And Jadakiss broke the silence on this. You pop shit, then apologize. Just ask Kiss. But see how he says ask Kiss? Like ass kissing. And again, this theme of Jay-Z being an ass kisser. How many one of Big's rhymes are going to come out of your fat lips? Calling him ugly, but at the same time saying that he's just essentially biting Big and biting Big's style. How many one of those is going to come out? And pro-Jay-Z people will say he's paying homage to Big. Anti-Jay-Z people will say that, no, he's just really biting Big in the end. Obviously, we know what camp Nas falls into at that time. But the Jadakiss line, so Jadakiss came out and did an interview. And I think it was with Charlemagne, wasn't it? When Jada said, during the time, all this controversy and stuff going on, people were speculating that Jay took subliminals at Jada. And Jay does take a lot of subliminals throughout his career. Jay fires so many fucking subliminals. But Jada said that essentially he was hit up by Jay-Z on his burner phone as an apology. Like trying to squash it, not wanting beef with him. So in this case, Nas is saying like you pop off 1 minute and then the next moment you fucking apologize. And he even did it to me is what he's applying there, right? Because Nas had a conversation with Jadakiss about this, and once Nas found out, he was like, shit, he does the same thing to me. So that infamous last line that a lot of people are like, what does he mean by that? What's Jadakiss getting dragged into this for? That apparently is the story with that one. Wow, that was Ether. That was a ride. Whew. Man, this is a hell of a live. All right. We got to get cruising through some of these. I'm going to chug some water real quick. I might need to get some more water in a little bit. We're going to get through Super Ugly now. So, Take Over to Me draws first blood. Ether for the comeback that represents Nas's return. And just the nature of it. He ethered it. It was vicious. So Jay-Z has to up his game. And let me tell you, Jay-Z does up it. Jay-Z does step up his game for this one. This is Super Ugly, and we're going to discuss this big reveal that happens because I think this one really shocked the world. Shocked Jay-Z's own camp, too.
Woke up this morning.
Uh-oh.
You got yourself.
I got myself a gun. Uh-oh. I got myself a gun. I got myself a gun, but really I don't need it.
Again, it's the personality for me when Jay-Z raps. I love the troll game here because Nas' song Got Yourself a Gun. In this case, Jay-Z takes that famous sample in line and goes, hey, guess what? I got myself a gun.
I got myself a gun, but really I don't need the heat. Your heart pump Project Kool-Aid, you sweet.
Ooh, but really I don't need the heat. Really I don't need the gun. Your heart pump Project Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid is very sweet. In this case, he's like, you ain't really about that life and about this energy. Shout out to BK, man. Salute, Knox. Appreciate your rap IQ. You had a celeb in the chat. Ron Browse. In case you didn't know, he produced Ether and a bunch of other hits. Was Ron Browse in the chat? I thought I saw Ron Browse. I didn't process it at the time, and I wasn't sure if it was the real one. But if that was the real Ron Browse, we are blessed. We are blessed on that one. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Really, I don't need the heat. Your heart pump Project Kool-Aid, you sweet. I don't got a two-way, you gaze. This is not beef, this is rap, homie. I don't have a scratch on me. You feel J Soft, rich.
Oh, again, the troll game. This ain't beef, this is rap, homie. I don't have a scratch on me. All this threatening and posturing you're doing, I'm still here. Ain't nothing happened to me.
This is not beef, this is rap, homie. I don't have a scratch on me. You feel J Soft, rich J.O. Damn, I'm only worth over 100 million. Look, I got beef with like 100 children.
Interestingly there, Jay goes, you feel J Soft, rip J off, right? Look at my net worth. You're trying to say they ripped me off, but yet I'm the one who's successful. So if I'm really biting your style, why are you not the one who's more successful than me? See how he kind of tries to flip that one?
This is rap, homie. I don't have a scratch on me. You feel J soft, rip J off. Damn, I'm only worth over 100 million. Look, I got beef with like 100 children. Niggas with pink suits trying to get cute. You a little out of line, homie. Don't let
Oh, Nas in his pink suit again. Jay, casting doubt on Nazi Nas.
children, niggas with pink suits trying to get cute. You a little out of line, homie. Don't let the nine, homie, put you out your mind, homie. Just rhyme, homie. Kick your little lies. I kick my real facts like you sneaking out the back of the Source Sound Lab. We wasn't chasing you.
I kick real facts like you sneaking out of the back of the Source Sound Lab. As the story goes, this was during the time when Memphis Bleek was having his beef with Nas, Source Sound Labs. They were trying to get that to take off, taking it to television. We know The Source, one of the famous hip-hop magazines that's out there. So Jay and Rockefeller were scheduled to make an appearance. Nas and them were there. Nas heard that Memphis and Jay were in the building, and they left. Now, whether or not they actually snuck out of the back remains to be seen, but obviously Jay-Z is going to take advantage of a situation and use it to his advantage and troll the shit out of Nas in the process.
My real facts like you sneaking out the back of the Source Sound Lab. We wasn't chasing you. We had a taping too. We came through to do our 1-2 thing. It wasn't a Rockefeller come through thing. 'Cause if it was on like that, I would come through Queens.
We came to do our 1-2 thing, right? It wasn't like, if it was on like that, we would just come through Queens, right? Now, think about the implications of that, right? Think about like rival gangs and rival territories. Like you rolling up into enemy territory, basically, and just rolling through like that. Think about what Jay's implying here. Super Ugly in this whole track has such a different tone than Takeover, doesn't it? I think Jay is at his best dissing when he's got more of this nonchalant, like devil may care, I could give a fuck less type of style, and he just has so much personality and he just oozes with the swagger in his delivery. Probably my favorite of all the Jay-Z disses, this one right here.
Rockefeller come through things. If it was on like that, I would come through Queens with Queens niggas. You know how I do. Look, I got more shooters in Queensbridge than you. Niggas will tie you up on the Coliseum roof and open beer bottles off the boy Chip Tooth. Look here.
Open beer bottles off his Chip Tooth, hanging them upside down from the Coliseum, Jamaica Coliseum, infamous landmark in Queens right there. Nas has a Chip Tooth.
Tie you up on the Coliseum roof and open beer bottles off the boy Chip Tooth. Look here. I got myself a gun. Uh-oh. Yeah. I got myself a gun. Listen, I'm the J, the A to the fuck this broad. Nigga.
In Got Yourself a Gun, Nas goes, I'm the N, the A to the S-I-R. In this one, I'm the J, the A to the fuck this broad. I love that flip.
Listen, I'm the J, the A to the fuck this broad. This nigga never sold aspirin. How you Escobar? Had to buy your chain back.
Never sold aspirin. How are you, Escobar? That is a really good diss right there. Man, you never even sold fucking over-the-counter prescription medication. How the fuck you gonna act like you're this big-time drug dealer and liken your character to Pablo Escobar? He's pulling street cards on this one.
I got myself a gun. Listen, I'm the J, the A to the fuck this broad. This nigga never sold aspirin. How you Escobar? Had to buy your chain back last time you got robbed. The nerve of this coward nigga. Oh my god. And I know rap rumors.
Oh my god. Just the troll game is so strong with this sensei. And this has never been proven or falsified for that matter, but there is a story that when Nas was out on the West Coast, the big East Coast West Coast rivalry, he had his chain robbed, and we all know you get your chain taken off of you. Ooh, that is a big no-no, especially for street cred and rappers at that time, and Nas had to buy it back.
Fuck this broad. This nigga never sold aspirin. How you Escobar? Had to buy your chain back last time you got robbed. The nerve of this coward nigga. Oh my god. And I know rap rumors or innuendos. I bring it to you live. Lift up your window. Let the public peek in. See your dirty laundry. Y'all don't want me to continue. Ho!
Lift up your window. Expose your dirty laundry. And Jay is about to make one of the biggest reveals that shattered New York and shattered the hip-hop world in a second, and it's only fitting that the beat changes. You got a Dre sample about to drop in, and here we go. Brace yourselves. Ghost has the headphones in still. That's why I did not take the earmuffs off of Ghost, because he doesn't need to hear this.
Super ugly, nigga.
don't give a fuck.
All I really know is your hoe wants to be with me, and she ain't playing what I'm saying. Let's leave,
Me and the boy AI got more in common than just ballin' and rhyming. Get it? More in common. I came in your belly back.
Got more in common. Get it? More in Carmen. Nas. Nas, oh Nas, oh Nas. So, his baby mama, who he's got a child with, Carmen Ryan. Rumors at the time that AI, Allen Iverson, was sneaking around with her. But also, Jay-Z was sneaking around with her. What, for 5 years? Because she published like a tell-all book later on and definitely took advantage of her 5 minutes to tell about her being with all these famous athletes and famous celebrities and being at the heart, essentially, of this Jay-Z and Nas beef.
More in common than just ballin' and rhyming. Get it? More in common.
Also, has anyone ever heard AI rhyme? Allen Iverson? Yeah, Allen Iverson would rhyme too. Then ballin'. In this case, Allen Iverson is literally balling, playing basketball in the NBA. Shout out to the Philadelphia 76ers, but also like balling, making that money, Jay-Z balling in his way.
Me and the boy AI got more in common than just ballin' and rhyming. Get it? More in common. I came in your belly back seat, skeeted in your Jeep, left condoms on your baby seat. Here, nigga, the glove.
Oh, skeeted in your Jeep, right? Left condoms on your baby seat. That's fucked up. That's a line. That's a line that's been crossed. And remember, not a lot of the public was aware of this situation. That Jay, I mean, this is not cap. This is something that actually happened. Jay was getting with Nas. Not getting with Nas. He was getting with Nas's baby mama. Getting with Carmen behind the scenes while she was still seeing Nas. Ooh. And she comes out in the book and it just admits all this and just reveals all.
Backseat, skeeted in your Jeep, left condoms on your baby seat. Here, nigga, the gloves is all. The love is done.
Left condoms on their baby seat. The gloves is off. Like I'm taking the gloves off. Like I'm not playing nice anymore. But also like he took the glove off of, you know what I'm saying, and just kind of went in raw on that one.
Jeep, left condoms on your baby seat. Here, nigga, the gloves is all. The love is done. It's whatever, whenever, however, nigga. And since you infatuated.
Whenever, wherever, however. And he's not saying like with you, the gloves is off anytime you want to battle. He's taking it to a different area. Like we got it on everywhere. In your car, in the whip that you bragged about on songs. Wherever we want it. It's all love, isn't it though? And he's also trolling Nas's song One Love.
Is all. The love is done. It's whatever, whenever, however, nigga. And since you infatuated with saying that gay shit, guess you was kissing my dick when you was kissing that bitch. Nasty shit. You thought I was born in Renee.
Oh. Hey Nas, you have a good day? How's my dick taste? That's what he just did. I'm really glad he's got the earmuffs on for this one because this is vicious. This is another level right there.
Shit, guess you was kissing my dick when you was kissing that bitch. Nasty shit. You thought I was born in Renee. You calling karma 100 times. I was born in her neck. You got a baby by the bra. You can't disown her yet. When is your lies end? When is the truth begin? When is
you got a baby with her. You can't disown her yet. See what Jay's doing there? He's like, hey, I can use her and get rid of her because I don't have anything to connect us. You are forever connected to her because you're going to have to raise that kid. No matter whether you go your separate ways and what, you're always going to have that full-time connection. And then he's like, when you were calling her 300 times, she was with me. Man, the disrespect. I mean, listen, Ether, disrespectful as shit. This part right here, though, is the most disrespectful of all the different disses. I mean, this was so bad that Jay-Z's mom literally called into Hot 97 and told her son to apologize for this. And while Jay didn't apologize to Nas, he apologized to women. Like, mama had to call in and deal with this shit. This is woo,
Yeah, you thought I was born in Renette. You calling Karma 100 times, I was born in her neck. You got a baby by the bra, you can't disown her yet. When is your lies end? When is the truth begin? When is reality setting? Or does it not matter? Gotta hurt I'm your baby mama's favorite rapper. And ask your current girl, she know what's up. Holla at her.
I'm your baby mama's favorite rapper. I mean, come on. She's supposed to be not supposed to be number one in her eyes. I mean, and even when Carmen came out with the book too, she was all bragging about Jay-Z and how he was so attentive with me. He always listened to me. He gave me what I wanted. I mean, oh man.
Heard I'm your baby mama's favorite rapper. And ask your current girl, she know what's up. Holla at a real nigga. Nigga, I don't give a fuck.
And then you get the Dre sample at the end. The record scratch, Dr. Dre, I don't give a fuck. Oh my God. Oh, we could take the headphones off of Ghost, but man, that was painful towards the end there. Whoo! Right. Now for me, Ether in terms of overall diss track and just one of those that's just, man, goes in. I mean, goes in. That, in my opinion, is the greatest of these tracks that we've done so far. The most disrespectful, though, and the most fun that I've ever had listening to a diss. And you saw me do the stank face here, I mean, even years later, and this isn't me hearing this one for the first time, goes to Jay-Z. And the big reveal that Super Ugly has. And everybody wants to talk about the takeover, but for me, it's just the brutal nastiness of the takeover. I mean, this type of reveal is up there on the level of Pusha T revealing to the world that Drake has a kid that he's trying to hide, right? Because it's fucking true. It's great when you take something that's true that nobody knows and then you reveal it to the fucking public and you use it as ammunition against the rapper that you're battling. So from that perspective, this was just, I mean, a disrespectful ass moment, but one of those that just really shook a lot of people, and it had to have shaken Nas up some. It had to. Now, what was interesting though is Hot 97, shout out to the radio station of NYC at the time, they were like just the mecca for hip hop, man. But they were running and playing. They were playing Jay-Z's diss alongside Nas's diss. And they were having people call in and vote. And New York was pretty split. But I think it went something like 57% to Nas. So Nas did win out, according to those calling in from NYC at the time. But I want to know what you guys think. What do you guys think to this level? I mean, who's won this so far? For me, I've just loved the back and forth. I really have. Like I said, two very clever MCs, very good lyricists. Jay-Z oozing with the disrespect, with the personality. Nas with the flows, with the schemes, with the clever wordplay. Some great back and forth and some great punches thrown by both sides. And both sides definitely threw blood and drew blood in this one. But listen, one of the most important things is that we are not done. We are not done. And this is where a lot of people are like, oh, the beef is over. No, the beef was not over. The beef continued. And a book is only as good as its last chapters. For me, these are two amazing last chapters that do not get talked about. We got Nas, Last Real and Alive. An amazing storytelling track. Amazing historical track from Nas. Just the way that he does this shows off his ability as a poet, man. His ability to recollect and to put it into the art form of rhyme. And he still deals with Jay-Z and throws some disses. And then Jay-Z, I mean, you want to talk about just really going in music-wise. And just, yeah, raw, passionate. For a lot of people who really are tuned into this beef, this is probably the favorite of all the Jay-Z tracks. I'm talking about Blueprint 2. So the question is, which one are we going to do? Which one should we do, chat? Should we do Blueprint 2 first? Or should we do Nas first? You tell me. R. Hardy said, we got 303 watching, only 200 likes. Let's go, y'all. Smash that thumbs up button. Yes, do me a favor, please. While you're here, drop a like for the effort that we're putting in on this, for everything that we're trying to do. Nas first, says a lot of people. Nas or Blueprint? You played 2 Jay-Z. Yeah, that's why. Instead of going chronologically, I did play 2 Jay-Z songs, and I've only done 1 Nas. So I feel like, yeah, let's do Nas. Let's do Nas. We'll do Nas. Yeah, instead of doing Jay back to back, let's give it back to Nas. I feel like that's fair. Let's give it back to Nas. This is Nas. Now, the title of this plays off of Jay-Z and his diss towards Nas. So Nas takes that and goes, I am the last real one here. Here we go. You ready for this?
Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ, he's just nice, he just slice like a Ginsu. Look at the life that I
Mercy, Jesus Christ, he's just nice, he just slice like a Ginsu. Love the internal punchy schemes, man.
Jesus Christ, he's just nice, he just slice like a Ginsu. Look at the life that I've been through. I'm the last real nigga alive, that's official. Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ, he's just nice, he just slice like a Ginsu. Look at the life that I've been through. I'm the last real nigga alive, that's official. Y'all don't know about my Biggie Wars, who you thought kicking the door was for, but that's my heart.
Y'all don't know about my Biggie Wars. Who you thought kicking the door was for? A lot of subliminals thrown on kicking your door on Biggie's track. This is Nas coming out and telling it like it is. Nah, that was for me. Big was coming after yours truly here.
Y'all don't know about my Biggie Wars, who you thought kicking the door was for, but that's my heart. Y'all still tripping off the jigger shit. Real niggas listen up and I'ma tell
the jigger shit real. Listen, love that just punchy scheme again, but that was my heart. See what he's saying there? Y'all tripping off of this Jay-Z beef, when really the beef y'all should have talked about and been speculating on was the me versus Biggie beef. Because that's my heart. That's where my passion is. That's that real hip-hop shit. See, in one essence, how he's paying homage to Big, but in another, he's belittling Jay-Z. And this flow is like butter, man. This is such a smooth flow from Nas. This is really Nas and his poetry at its finest, people. Let's just enjoy this.
alive, that's official. Y'all don't know about my Biggie Wars, who you thought kicking the door was for, but that's my heart. Y'all still tripping off the jigger shit. Real niggas listen up and I'ma tell you how the whole thing start. Off top, I brung Queens up from hard times, rocking at the fever. Streets was all mine. It was my version of the blues. Dropping out schools, the crack epidemic had rap representing the rules. So I got in them shoes, tried them, wore them. Wasn't a perfect fit, so I couldn't sport them. Young
got in them shoes, tried them, wore them, wasn't a perfect fit, so I couldn't sport them. Right, he's talking about crack hitting the streets. He's talking about what Queens needs at the time and him being this reporter. And he's also alluding a little bit to, well, he tried this style at first and it wasn't fully him. And he tried to live this way and it wasn't him, right? So in essence, he tried that street life. He tried that thug life. He tried to live that. But he just had deeper thoughts, man. And he had a gift and he wanted to give that gift to the world. Hence him turning to rap in his poetry.
In them shoes, tried them, wore them, wasn't a perfect fit, so I couldn't sport them. Young murderers ride, I knew all them. Jungle got shot, Will died, we was warring. I wrote it in my
Jungle got shot, his brother. Ill Will, DJ Ill Will, rest in peace to Ill Will.
ride.
It was real shit out here is what he's saying.
Knew all them. Jungle got shot, Will died, we was warring. I wrote it in my album. I was 18 with Lake seen the island, and Lord held me down and my surroundings started.
18 with Lake seeing the island right there. The island that he's referring to is Rikers Island, very famous penitentiary up in New York. A lot of rappers have used Rikers within their lines. Hell, I've had Rikers lines, haven't I?
I was 18 with Lake.
It was red lights when I used Rikers. That's Rikers. Want to walk a mile, but I drive 100. And something you can't pronounce on bounces right.
Tina Allen, and Lord held me down, and my surroundings started changing. I had a baby. I was making my rounds with AZ. Niggas started noticing my flow and was open when the golden child closed them in with more style than them older men. Puff tried to start a label. Prince Rakeem had formed Wu-Tang. Snoop and Dre had a new thing, so
Puff tried to start a label. Prince Rakeem started Wu-Tang. RZA, baby. Come on now. Dre and Snoop out west were doing their things. I love how his storytelling ability and his narration for the picture that he paints. He knows his history so well, paying homage to the greats, letting us in on what's going on in his life and the window into his world, having a kid, all the changes that he's going through and what he's dealing with. Him making the rounds with AZ at the time. One of the ways that he came up.
tried to start a label. Prince Rakeem had formed Wu-Tang. Snoop and Dre had a new thing, so Puff drove his new range through Queensbridge projects. He let me drive it before Ready to Die hit. Big and I hit blunts
before Ready to Die hit. He let me drive it. Big and I hit. Hear that nice internal smooth rhyme scheme when he's matching it up with the sounds, man. Such good writing to not only get those rhyme schemes so precise, but to have it within the storytelling. And again, this is another big reveal for a lot of people. It's like, Puff wanted to start his own label. He was looking for the next big thing. And a lot of people don't know that Puff was looking not only at Notorious. He ended up signing Notorious, as we all know, and Ready to Die just blew up. But he was talking to Nas as well. Let Nas drive around. Tried to show Nas and tried to recruit Nas for his label. Interesting, because obviously we know then Nas and Big battled to be king of NYC and had that competition and that edge against each other, but it could have been a very different story.
Queensbridge projects, he let me drive it before Ready to Die hit. Big and I hit blunts, performing at the Arc. Next thing you knew, Big Blue when all the ballin' starts. He had Kim and his crew. I found Fox, only niggas in New York with number.
Kim and his crew. I had Fox shouting out Little Kim and his crew, and then the rise of Biggie, and then Foxy Brown. We talked about Foxy Brown and the Jay-Z controversy earlier.
Ball and starts. He had Kim and his crew. I found Fox, only niggas in New York with #1 charts. Big was ahead of his time. Him and Raekwon, my niggas, but dig it, they couldn't get along. That's when Ghostface said it on the purple tape. Bad Boy biting Nas album cover weight. Big.
If you look at Ready to Die's cover, you got an infant child on there. If you look at Nas's Illmatic album, you also have a child on there. Even though the Ready to Die album is not actually Big, whereas Nas, it is him on the front of Illmatic. But Ghostface Killer, another great MC. Raekwon, another amazing MC. Man, Nas keeps hella company. Raekwon and Big could never ever get along though. And Nas was kind of in the middle of that. And then obviously Nas did fall out with Big in the end.
Ghostface said it on the purple tape. Bad Boy biting Nas album cover weight. Big told me Ray was stealing my slang, and Ray told me out in Shaolin Big would do the same thing, but I borrowed.
Out in Shaolin, that's what the Wu refers to, Staten Island people. Raekwon never really liked Big because he felt like Big was biting his style majorly. Isn't it funny? He tells him one thing, Big tells him the other thing.
Ray was stealing my slang, and Ray told me out in Shaolin Big would do the same thing, but I borrowed from both them niggas. Jigga started to flow like us, but hit with ain't no niggas. Had much Versace.
Jigga, Jay-Z started to flow like us. I like how Nas is just brutally honest with this one. He's like, yeah, I did borrow from both of them. I learned a lot from Raekwon. I learned a lot from Big. Meanwhile, Jay-Z's just biting everything that we do.
Some niggas, Jigga started to flow like us, but hit with ain't no niggas. Had much Versace swagger. Big admired the Brooklyn night. It took him in his iceberg. The rappers today.
Big admired the Brooklyn night and took him in as Iceberg, the rapper. Iceberg, again, the drug references. Big was Frank White. Jay-Z was Iceberg Slim. Playing off of Nas is basically saying, isn't it funny how they start taking these drug personas and monikers, and I'm the one who was doing this mafioso imagery, who was relating it with the Pablo Escobar. You see what's being implied here? There's deeper levels to this storytelling track.
Versace swagger, Big admired the Brooklyn night. It took him in his iceberg. The rappers today don't know nothing about this bullshit. There's more shit to wanting to be this king of New York shit.
You don't know nothing about this boss shit. There's more than want to be this king of New York shit. Because he has been king. He's been there. He's done that. He's gotten the postcard from it. And there's more to this being the boss shit. Again, Nas implying here, I'm the one who started all of this imagery. Lacing this type of style in this content, and Jay-Z took it and ran with it.
This bullshit, there's more shit to wanting to be this king of New York shit. Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ. He's just nice, he just sliced like a Ginsu. Look at the life that I've been through. I'm the last real nigga alive, that's official. Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ. He's just nice, he just sliced like a Ginsu. Look at the life that I've been through. Yeah. I'm the last real nigga alive, that's official. Rap became a version of Malcolm and Martin. Rest in peace, Will Queensbridge live on. There's some ghetto secret.
Became a version of Malcolm and Martin. Malcolm X, infamous activist for black rights. Martin Luther King, also a great activist. Martin Luther King, very pacifistic. Malcolm X, okay with violence and aggression to help get the means that he was trying to achieve. They were often at odds with one another. Hip-hop became that. The big East Coast, West Coast rivalry, the big divide between people. You know? Nas, I love the way that he picks that. Paying homage, knowing his history, but at the same time, it's an interesting picture because if you think about it, they were fighting for the same cause, but they had two different approaches. Essentially, hip-hop, the struggle, the come-up, telling the story of the streets. A lot of them are fighting the same cause against the system, and yet they continue to be at conflict and odds with one another.
Version of Malcolm and Martin. Rest in peace, Will Queensbridge live on. There's some ghetto secrets I can't rhyme in this song. There's some missing pieces I had to leave out. Had lost trust for Steve Stout at some point till I got to know him.
Steve Stout. Is it Steve Stout or Steve Stout? I can't remember now. Anyways, he was, Nas is going to get into it, but he was president of Interscope's urban division at the time.
Pieces I had to leave out. Had lost trust for Steve Stout at some point till I got to know him. We old friends, but what's loyal? Puff soaked in the scope offices with champagne bottles on Steve. And Steve thought the drama's on me, cause previously it would have been against whoever. Friends forever. However, I learned with some.
Puff got really mad when Nas did Hate Me Now, and Nas on the cross imagery in Hate Me Now. Puff was on that hook, if you remember. You can hate me now, da-da-da, but I won't stop now. So there's this big story that Puff just threw a fit in the offices, dumped champagne all over Steve, like threw a fucking chair at him, just went ham on him basically and was pissed off. So Nas, again, just giving us those little moments in history. Storytelling, man.
It would have been against whoever, friends forever. However, I learned with some niggas it's all business, but I'm a street dude with morals. Then this niggas would jiggle too much. He used to say Jay wanted my spot. I laughed, stayed home, never hung a lot. A quiet man who used to be alone planning. Baby moms thought I was too quiet, couldn't stand it. She hit the streets later on, she hitting the sheets with a rapper who wanted me on his song, stinking he's strong. I taught her how to watch for cars who might follow.
With a rapper who wanted me on his songs, right? This is him again, just being. I love the raw honesty. Nas is so good when he gets into just this. He's very self-aware and he knows himself well when he gets reflective like this. And for him, he's like, look, I don't exactly blame her. I understand why she started sneaking around with Jay, because she wanted that life. She wanted that bling. She wanted someone more boisterous, a louder personality. I couldn't have been great company. I was very pensive. A lot of stuff internalized. A lot of things that I thought about before I spoke. He is a very different personality than Jay-Z, that's for certain.
With a rapper who wanted me on his song, stinking he's.
And again, the sheets, playing off of the sheets, getting under bed sheets, but also the rap sheets too.
I taught her how to watch for cars who might follow. Taught her street shit that I know. Her weakness was shine, yo, but that's her. I ain't mad, baby, it made me stronger. Now I get my paper longer. Illmatic, I was boss. It was written, I floss. One of the most creative LPs ever to hit stores. In the firm, I learned I am Nostradamus, QB's finest, Uchiwali face.
In the firm, I learned I am Nostradamus. Clever way to work in his discography after he goes off of Illmatic, man.
Ever to hit stores. In the firm, I learned I am Nostradamus, QB's finest, Uchiwali face more problems. I gave it all up so I could chill at home.
Uchiwali, right? Again, shouting out different songs and discographies, face more problems.
QB's finest, Uchiwali face more problems. I gave it all up so I could chill at home with mama. She was getting old and sick, so I stayed beside her. We had the best time. She asked would I make more songs. I told her not till I see her health get more strong. In the middle of that, Jay tried to sneak attack, assassinate my character, degrade my hood. Cause in order for him to be the Don, Nas had to go. The Gambino rules I understood, which I once see I already.
In order for him to be the Don, the Gambino rules, the Gambino Gambino family is one of the famous New York Italian crime families, one of the great 5 families. So Nas understands the street shit is what he's saying. If Jay wants the crown, he's going to have to assassinate and get rid of Nas. So in a way, he doesn't exactly blame Jay-Z for wanting to go after him. And he understands why he's doing it. Know thy enemy, know thyself. Nas on some deeper philosophical shit with us. And also him going on explaining things. Why the hiatus? Why the gap? Because he was taking care of his moms who was ill and he's watching her. And it's almost like, man, the nerve of this guy to be sneak dissing me and dropping disses on me when I'm in this situation going through this. But in a way, I understand why he's doing it. Man, just the way that he paints his pictures.
Be the Don Nas had to go. The Gambino rules I understood, which I once see I already had. The gift and the curse, fuck that shit. The first shall be last, I'm the man's man. A rapper's rapper, G-O-D, S-O-N, there'll be none after. I was Scarface, Jay was Manolo. It hurt me when I had to kill him and his whole squad for Dolo.
For Dolo, remember we talked about Dolo being slang, replacing Solo with the D, Dolo, Queensbridge, shout out again. And then Manolo, Scarface to Manolo. Scarface ends up killing Manolo because finds out his boy Manolo is sleeping with his sister. But in this case, Nas is saying the beef is over. I won the war. I killed them all. Scarface mafioso bars again.
Manolo, it hurt me when I had to kill him and his whole squad for Dolo.
What a great song, man.
Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ, he's just nice, he just sliced like a Ginsu. Look at the life that I've been through. I'm the last real nigga alive, that's official. Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ, he's just nice, he just sliced like a Ginsu. Look at the life that I've been through. I'm the last real nigga alive, that's official.
Man, that is a classic track right there. For me, it's the smooth flows of Nas. It's the storytelling ability of Nas. It's the history. It's like Nas is a walking history book, man. He keeps the stories going. He keeps really hip-hop living and breathing when he gets in that bag. So smooth, man. Such a good track. And just not as much disses, more so explaining his psychology and his mentality to it all and kind of giving us more of the history behind everything that is going on, man. Also, listen, I haven't said this at all. Black Friday, Thanksgiving, people. If you like my shirt, Chaos Theory, all Chaos Theory merchandise is going. Once it is gone, it is gone. Black Friday sale is still on right now. 20% off. www.knoxhillmusic.com. I'm telling you, when it's gone this time, that's it. Final run on this. Final run on Chaos Theory posters. Final run on all the merch because we are re-upping for the Christmas time. Got new lines, new album coming out. But if you guys like Chaos Theory, you want to support it, you want to take advantage of the discount right now, knoxhillmusic.com. Shout out to that. Shout out to Rapper Red. I like Chaos Theory. Knox is who else likes it? Hey, thanks so much, man. Wow. Man, we have been cranking through it. We've been going at this for 2 hours now. This is crazy, man. We're going to have a quick halftime. What we're going to do is, I'm going to have to freestyle, I think. Listen, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to play part of this Jay-Z track. I'm going to run to the bathroom super quickly. I'm going to come back. We're going to do the freestyle, and then we're going to break down this classic from Jay himself.
Jay-Z this, Jay-Z that. Jay-Z this, Jay-Z that. Jay-Z that, Jay-Z this. Get off Jay-Z dick. No money. Y'all niggas get front page articles, y'all mention Jay-Z name. This thing on? Jay-Z, and Jay-Z news. Understand what y'all trying to do. I bought the flutes this time, though. Check. Unleash the flutes on them, go roll. Give me some more music and have fun. Let's get the proceeding this evening. Let's do this thing. Let's do it right this time. Come on. H-O-V-A. I got my mojo back, baby. Oh, behave. No, don't be afraid. Y'all in your articles, hawk, spit at Jay. Y'all from afar threw darts my way. What you thought I would not have nothing to say? No. You fell into the booby trap. I set the trap just to see dude react. You now you can't leave. You open the door, God, I'm at you annually. And I'm sorry, Miss Rosie Perez, I call a spade. It just is what it is. But you can't give credit to anything dude says. Same dude to give you ice and you own some head. Sure it's time to wake up the dead. You sound a little naive in them articles that I read.
All right. Here we go. Man, that is such a great song from Jay. All right. Before my brain fully dies, because I am definitely going downhill, energy levels are running at critical right now. I need you guys to comment some words. Comment some words real quick. Yeah. Check it out. Check it out, so smooth in the mood. I got bars like a felon, my head swelling like a watermelon with no seeds in it. Believe that when I plant my seeds, ain't no draining it, ain't no weeds in it, snakes in the grass, and I'm cutting that shit. I go crazy, flow hotter than a Cuban cabana. Got them all going up and down. You need this shit in your system, vitamins. I'm bananas. Shout goes out to Hova. Shout goes out to all the young soldiers. Try to keep composure. I know the winter's cold and it gets colder. My heart it gets older and everything feels frozen. And I ain't talking Disney classics. I'm talking this shit that's a real classic. I'm talking that ether that I give you, that straight savage. Motherfucker, here we go, I'm beyond average. I go from seance to seance, writing chaos with these crayons. And that's me giving my testimony. Ain't no phonies, ain't nothing here but real testaments. I go Old Testament on them biblical times. Motherfucker, every single time I rap so divine with these rhymes. And I got the shit intertwined, going up. With this noise, I destroy everybody trying to battle me. I'm like a carpenter, I'm laying shit out, I'm building foundations. I'm so amazing. Don't cross me, there ain't no savior around here, there's no saving. Motherfuckers looking phony like they're fishing. But on these hooks, quit your bitching. I swing harder left and right and understand every word that I write until there's nothing left. I spit it to the deaf, jam, understand my plan. Shout to Russell Simmons and NYC in the city so gritty. I don't feel no pity, I just keep on flowing and I do it if you fucking with me. Put a fire emoji in chat and holla back. Like a mummy motherfucker, I got raps, I got plenty. Don't got a lot of money, but I stay hungry and I stay bubbling up in the cauldron, in the pot. I am hot and I'm giving what I got, this my shot. Time to lose myself in these moments. Kinda like a 2-3, I be zoning. I take control of this beat and I just own it. There's no leasing, there's no ceasing. I'm just a beast when I'm speaking. Every single evening I leave the beat shook. Shout goes out to Mob Deep, shook ones I'm mobbing deep. Motherfucker, all these shook ones can never come around here. I'm fighting through my fear. I'm fighting through the things that I look at in the mirror. And I'm thinking that I'm trying to be better. Trying to be a better me, trying to build my vocabulary and just be more clever with the rhymes, with the flows, with everything I do, stacking up my chips up in the mix, and I do it like this. This is hard work. Grab your tie, grab your shirt, but fuck a 9 to 5. I do this for the love, I do this for the demons inside in my mind every time. Every single thing must rhyme and go up. Flow is smoother than butter, coming straight from the gutter. All you motherfuckers never keeping up with me. That's disgusting, I'm so sick. I'm so quick when I spit it, leave 'em with that John Wick. This is not violence, this is straight freestyling. This is straight wilding off the top of the mind. Getting bread, you could take that shit and burn it like toast. Running this shit, shackles out the ghosts. Earmuffs on when I'm talking, raise a toast to you, the cheers to the beers. Every single years I've been here doing this, and I'm trying to keep it riding on this beat like I'm fucking Paul Revere. Going on and going off, I don't never spit it soft. I just speak on these sheets that I need every single day, ain't no dozing off. Quit sleeping on me, get the NyQuil, this is my feel. I'm a fucking mountain. Don't confuse the name Knox Hill. I keep on climbing, I keep on shining, I keep on going up. This is my philosophy. I'm talking rap history, I'm talking every single thing I need. So class is in session, Professor Knox says no questions. I'm out. I was gonna keep going, I was like, nah man, I was drained. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Listen, after a 2-hour crazy breakdown, I still give you the freestyles, man. Please comment some fire emoji in chat if you appreciated that. Because, yeah, we hit a lot of words, man. I was just going off of the words. Shout out to you guys for all the words that you gave me. I got a shit ton of your words in on that one. That was fun, man. Whoo! Couple times I was so close to slipping and losing it. I was like, man, I got to bring it back. Oh, man. Love the Jesus bars after Carpenter. Yeah. That was a good setup. I thought that because obviously Jesus was a carpenter and worked as a carpenter, but I got the Jesus in the chat and I saw the Carpenter too. I was like, oh, fucking perfect. Thank you guys. Imagine if I actually freestyled earlier in the show when I'm more awake and alert and towards the end of the show. But I appreciate it, man. That was fun. We're definitely improving. Like I said, I only practice these freestyles when we do these live streams. The best way to improve on freestyling is to practice. I suck at practicing. I just don't get the time. Too much, man. Trying to be a dad, trying to work my job, trying to do reactions, trying to make my own music, get my own album wrapped up. So literally the only times we get to practice are when we have a bunch of people watching us live. I mean, what better way than to screw up with a bunch of you? I enjoy it though, man. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. We're getting there. Step by step. Somebody pour water on the mic. Fire. Hey, let's go. Thank you. Thank you guys for the love and support. Also, while we're giving shout outs, man, we got to give a shout out to Mrs. Hill for watching my twin daughters. Like I always say on these Saturdays, man, weekends are family time. They're very important to me. But because she makes a sacrifice for watching my girls, I can be here and spend time with you talking hip-hop history, freestyling for you guys, and just doing these breakdowns. So shout out to Mrs. Knox, man. Shout out to you guys for being here. I'm definitely coming towards the end. I am drained, but I'm going to push through this. Let's push through this final one from Jay-Z. This final chapter to the story of Jay-Z and Nas. I am low on water too. Blueprint 2. Let's get it. Man, this beat is one of the most iconic beats.
It's Jay-Z that. Jay-Z this, Jay-Z that. Jay-Z that, Jay-Z this. Get off Jay-Z thing. No money. Y'all niggas get front page articles, y'all mention Jay-Z name. This thing on? Jay-Z, and Jay-Z news. I understand what y'all trying to do. I bought the flutes this time though.
Woo! Man, this beat.
Unleash the flutes on them, Guru.
Shout out to Young Guru in this beat, man.
Give me some more music and have fun. Let's get the proceeding this evening. Let's do this thing. Let's do it right this time. Come on. H-O-V-A. I got my mojo back, baby.
Oh, behave.
No.
That is an Austin Powers shout out. Austin Powers, right? Tries to get his mojo back from Dr. Evil. Oh, behave, baby.
OVA, I got my mojo back, baby. Oh, behave. No, don't be afraid. Y'all in your articles, hawk, spit at Jay. Y'all from afar through thoughts my way. What you thought I would not have nothing to say? No. You fell into the booby trap. I set the trap just to see dude react. You now?
Booby trap, dude, react. Talking about the publications, all the people who have something to say about Jay thought that he would not respond. No, it's a double negative. Of course he's gonna respond around here.
Fell into the booby trap. I set the trap just to see dude react. You now? And now you can't leave. You open the door, God, I'm at you annually. And I'm sorry, Miss Rosie, but
I'm at your door, God, you open the door annually, right? at this time. Remember, Jay-Z was giving us album after album after album. The man was hustling. His work ethic was second to none. He gave us like 8 straight albums every single year for an 8-year span. Man was grinding away. So I love the double there, playing off the albums that he's given us, but also he's not letting up in this beef. And this is a sign-off on the Nas beef.
You open the door, God, I'm at you annually. And I'm sorry, Miss Rosie Perez, I call a spade a spade. It just is what it is, but you can't give.
Sorry, Miss Rosie Perez, I call a spade a spade. It is what it is. Rosie Perez came out at the time talking on the Nas and Jay-Z situation, saying that she didn't like how Jay-Z was very misogynistic with his lines. We talked about Big Pimpin', Girls, Girls, all the different songs and times where Jay-Z referred to girls in a not-so-positive light. And she celebrated Nas, and Jay-Z takes advantage of this moment to say, hang on, he's not this white knight that you think he is.
Sorry, Miss Rosie Perez, I call a spade a spade. It just is what it is, but you can't give credit to anything dude says. Same dude to give you ice and you own some head. Sure.
The same dude to give you ice and you owe him some head. Nas raps about this. You owe me. Infamous song. Nas talking about, he lets this girl rock his ice and he expects something in return for it, right? There's his degradation of women. Jay-Z going, hang on, this man you want to uplift and celebrate and say he's on some woke shit. Hang on, you can't have it this way and then make songs like this, can you? It is a clever flip from Jay-Z.
Rosie Perez, I call a spade a spade.
I like this Jay-Z too. This is a very thoughtful Jay-Z on this one. This is Jay-Z very confident, like a silent sort of confidence, isn't it? Very aware of himself, very knowing that he's self-assured. Very much so on this track.
This is what it is, but you can't give credit to anything dude says. Same dude to give you ice and you own some head. Sure, it's time to wake up the dead. You sound a little naive in them articles that I read. H-O-V-A, the blueprint too, baby.
You sound a little naive in those articles that I read, because was it in the Source or XXL Mag when she published those articles on revering Nas and criticizing Jay-Z?
That I read. H-O-V-A, the blueprint too, baby, on the way. H-O-V-A, I got my mojo back, baby, I'll behave. H-O-V-A, the blueprint too, baby, on the way. H-O-V-A, I got my mojo back, baby, I'll behave. Can't y'all see that he's fake? The rap version of TD Jakes, prophesizing on your CDs and tapes.
CDs and tapes, see that he's fake. I like, again, the multi-syllable rhyme scheme there.
See that he's fake, the rap version of TD Jakes.
The rap version of TD Jakes was a famous television evangelist. So what he's saying there is that, television evangelists get a lot of critique for preaching the word of God, but really, are they doing it for the fame? Are they doing it for their own pockets and not actually valuing the religion itself?
Baby, can't y'all see that he's fake? The rap version of TD Jakes, prophesizing on your CDs and tapes. Won't break you a crumb of the little bit that he makes. And this is with whom you want to place your faith. I put dollars on mine, ask Columbine. When the Twin Towers drop, I was the first in line. Donating pro.
Hey, he dropped the blueprint on 9/11. He played a show and donated all proceeds, him and DMX, to 9/11, the victims of that. When Columbine happened, we played a show out there in Colorado as well, donated everything. What is Jay saying here? You want to celebrate this conscious rapper that is Nas, this man who says all these, backpacking type of things, these very thoughtful bars and lines, and you want to celebrate him. But actions speak louder than words. Whereas you criticize me for my lyrics, look what I've done with my actions. What has he done? What has he donated to? What has he tried to do to help people in need? To help his own projects, right? To help victims of tragedy. Look what I've done, right? When there has been tragedies, I've been right there on the front lines to help and to do what I can to give support for the people.
Ask Columbine. When the Twin Towers drop, I was the first in line. Donating proceeds of every ticket sold. When I was out on the road, that's how you judge hope. No, ain't I supposed to be absorbed myself? Every time it's a tragedy, I'm the first one to help. They call me this misogynist, but But they don't call me the dude that take his dollars to give gifts at the project. These dudes, it's all politics, depositing checks they put in their pocket.
This flow is nice from Jay right here. Dudes, politics, politics, that little internal punchy scheme, man. This is so good.
One to help. They call me this misogynist, but they don't call me the dude that take his dollars to give gifts at the project. These dudes, it's all politics, depositing checks they put in their pocket. All you get in return is a lot of lip. And y'all body.
All you get in return is a lot of lip. Again, listen, it's easy to talk, but I walk the walk. This is all politics, right? They want to talk on these things, but they don't want to do anything about it. You want to criticize me for my misogynist lyrics. Yeah, okay. But this is rap. This is entertainment at the end of the day. I'm just entertaining y'all. That's not necessarily the person that I am. Let's judge me through my actions and the things that I do in real life.
Depositing checks they put in their pocket. All you get in return is a lot of lip. And y'all buy this shit caught up in the hype. Cause a nigga wear goofy, it don't mean he bright. Cause you don't understand him, it don't mean he nice. Just mean you don't understand on the bullshit that he right. It's an Uchi Wally.
Oh man, just cause he says shit you don't understand, it doesn't mean he's nice, right? We just don't follow the bullshit that he's writing. I love this critique of Nas, man. This is a clever one. It's because he wear a kufi, the 5%ers, right? Wu-Tang Clan right there. Nation of Islam type of stuff. Nas has been seen wearing the kufi, thinking that, you know, what is Jay saying? He gives off this image of being this high-powered intellectual. But if you break down the lyrics, is he actually saying anything? Is he actually saying really nice stuff? Or does he just sound like he's nice because he's saying complex, complicated shit? But in reality, when you scale it back, he's not really saying anything at all. Ooh, Jay.
It don't mean he nice. Just mean you don't understand on the bullshit that he right. Is it Uchi Wally Wally or is it one mic? Is it black girl lost or shorty owe you for ice? I've been real on my...
Is a black girl lost or shorty owe you for ice? Get it? Is it your conscious type of tracks when you're lifting up women? Or is the other side saying that women owe you some head for wearing their ice?
Is it one mic? Is it black girl lost or shorty owe you for ice? I've been real all my life, they confuse it with conceit. Since I will not lose, they try to help them cheat. But I will not lose for even in defeat.
I will not lose, right? Jay said it first. Nas then takes the I will not lose. Jay takes it back from him right here in this verse.
Since I will not lose, they try to help them cheat. But I will not lose for even in defeat. There's a valuable lesson learned, so it evens it up for me. When the grass is cut,
even in defeat, there's a valuable lesson learned. So true, man. Love these lines.
In defeat, there's a valuable lesson learned, so it evens it up for me. When the grass is cut, the snakes will show. I gotta thank the little homie Nas for that, though. Saving me the hassle of speaking to half of these assholes. And I'ma
saving me the hassle of speaking to half of these assholes. I love that internal punchy scheme there. Shout out to Nas. See, now he name drops Nas here.
Little homie Nas for that though. Saving me the hassle of speaking to half of these assholes. And I'ma let karma catch up to Jazzo. Whoa, I'm back for you. Had it.
I'm gonna let karma catch up to Jazzo. This is important because remember, Jazzo was Jay-Z's mentor. And he rode with Jazz. And apparently Jazz called up Nas before Nas did Ether and gave Nas a lot of the ammunition that he used on Ether. So Jay's saying thank you, in a sense, with Ether, right? Because what you revealed was the snakes. And you think that he's just talking about Nas. But right there it's important because he's like, no, you revealed snakes within my own camp and my own people who I thought had my back.
I gotta thank the little homie Nas for that though. Saving me the hassle of speaking to half of these assholes. And I'ma let karma catch up to Jazzo. Whoa, I'm back for you, had a chance to miss me. My mama can't save you this time, niggas is history. Who you know, Flow Vicious is me.
My mama can't save you this time. Remember on Super Ugly, Jay-Z's mom called in the Hot 97, made him apologize. I like how he's going, no, mom ain't stopping me here.
My mama can't save you this time, niggas is history. Who you know, Flow Vicious is me. You're so religiously, that's why they call me ho. I get the spoils cause the victor is me, nigga. You're an actor, you're not who you depicted to be. The street dreaming, all y'all niggas living through me. I gave you life.
Depicted to be living through me. Nice little multi-syllable scheme there.
Yeah, you're not who you depicted to be. The street dreaming, all y'all niggas living through me. I gave you life when niggas was forgetting you MC. I'm a legend, you should take.
I gave you life when they forgetting you MC. Right there, wow. I mean, it's so true though. I mean, Nas, listen, people were saying he fell off. He didn't have the same level of attention. And that Nas Jay-Z beef, man, it really re-enlightened and reinvigorated Nas's career. This is a nice comeback from Ether in the end, I'm telling you.
Me, nigga, you're an actor, you're not who you depicted to be. The street dreaming, all y'all niggas living through me. I gave you life when niggas was forgetting you MC. I'm a legend, you should take a picture with me. Should be happy to be in my presence, I should charge you a fee. I'm Big Dog, Glenn Rob, listen, got you a flea. And the little homie Jungle is
Big Dog, Glenn Robb, you a flea. Right, he's Big Dog, but also shout out to Big Dog, Glenn Robinson.
charge you a
Balling on this one. Basketball shout out.
I'm Big Dog, Glenn Rob, listen, got you a flea. And the little homie Jungle is a garden to me. What's the problem, B? You not as
Little homie Jungle. His brother Jungle is a garden to me. Get how he's playing like a garden is obviously a very, very, very tame version in small size compared to a jungle, and also relating to the concrete jungle that Jay-Z resides in these streets.
And the little homie Jungle is a garden to me. What's the problem, B? You not as hard as me. Nigga hard as we. Nigga ROC. Nigga. That's why they
That flow, harder we, hard as me, do ROC. I love that flow there, man.
hard as me. Nigga hard as we. Nigga ROC. Nigga. That's why they follow me. They feel my pain and my agony. Nigga. I won't rest till you on one knee. You want more than this war's gonna be, nigga. Until you on one knee, you want more than this war's gonna be, nigga. H-O-V-A, the blueprint too.
Until you're on one knee, you want war than war is going to be. Until you're on one knee, needing a rest from this war, on one knee, supplicating yourself to the King of New York, supplicating yourself in defeat.
Be, nigga. H-O-V-A, the blueprint too, baby, on the way. H-O-V-A, I got my mojo back, baby, oh, behave. H-O-V-A, the blueprint too, baby, on the way. H-O-V-A, I got my mojo back, baby, oh, behave.
Man. So smooth. Wada pointing out that also the Garden bars can refer to Madison Square Garden, home of the New York Knicks. Baby. Home of NYC. Listen, one thing I want to say. Jay-Z, one of the reasons he's so successful is he has a very good sense of beat selection and working with producers and finding instrumentals that are very iconic that hit a wide audience. Nas doesn't always have the best of beat selections for hitting a more general audience. I mean, a lot of people will say that they don't like the last real Alive beat. I liked it, but it's more of a hip-hop, head gritty, East Coast type of beat, right? Whereas a beat like this, Blueprint 2, such an iconic beat. So many commercials have used this, so many samples from it. Jay-Z always has very, very good beat selection. One of the reasons for his success. But what's very interesting is that what is arguably one of the best diss tracks of all time has a great beat. See what happens when you put Nas on just a beat that is more pleasing to a wider audience. Ether, the beat of Ether is so iconic. And that is where beats are also super important in diss tracks and what you choose to rap over. For me, this is a hell of a track to sign off on. This is Jay-Z's most thoughtful track. This is Jay-Z, instead of having like knee-jerk reactions in the moment of the beef. Like we heard Nas's kind of reflection track walking away from the beef. And he just made a piece of art with that track. Jay-Z also responded and made a piece of art with this track. For me, it's just the cool, self-assured collectedness of Jay-Z and just like the reflection. And he's got some really, really good rebuttals in this one and some really good thoughts to kind of just sign off on it all with. I mean, could we ask for more as hip-hop fans? All of these songs, Takeover, Ether, Super Ugly, Nas, Blueprint 2. I mean, what an amazing beef. What an amazing time for hip-hop, man. I am tired. I am so tired, but I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I really hope you enjoyed that. Who do you think won? Who do you think won the beef? Comment in the chat. Give me some fire emoji if you guys enjoyed this breakdown. Because, man, that was a brain tester. I'm going to lie down for a while after this one. But, hey, I do it because I'm passionate. Like I said to start this one, guys, I knew this one wasn't going to get as many views. It wasn't going to get as much attention. I didn't select something more relevant, something more current. Because, you know, this is something that has inspired my life. This is something I'm passionate about, that I live every day. This is a culture that I'm a part of. And I just wanted to do an important piece of hip-hop history. And I just wanted to share this moment with you guys and share this time with you guys. So, to me, we won. We won in the end. The fans won this. The fans won this. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you guys for all the donations as well. Thank you for supporting the channel directly, man. I really appreciate all the donations. I think I missed one from BK, by the way. No, I didn't. I did shout that out. Shout out to BK. Salute, Knox. Appreciate your rap IQ. Thank you so much, BK, for the donation. Flavia Helena, thank you so much for the donation. Chicken Lips, Lalo Sandoval, Cody Hurst, Trista Webb, the Rookie Critic, Winter Volpine, Mylan Fernandez, thank you so much. Oh, we got a new one in. DZX, hey, bro, did you check out the grand finale 2021 posse cut? Paige Kennedy, The Game, Royce Locksmith, King Crooked, Naf, 3D, Nate Myson, Ransom Peace. Wow. No, I did not. I'm not aware of that one. That is a lot of good names on that one. That is a lot of really good names on that one. That is, Hey, thank you so much for the super chat donation as well, homie. Get some fire emoji in chat for you. Appreciate it, brother. Shay Sawyer, please break down Fred the Godson on Funk Flex. Never heard of Fred the Godson. Never heard of Fred the Godson. Shay, you and DZ, you guys stuck with me through this whole breakdown. That's some dedication. Thank you so much for the love in the super chats. More fire emoji. Anthony Dunn said you did great. Trisha Smith, did you call yourself Nasty Knox after Nasty Nas? Yeah. Our names both have that end sound and that alliteration. And yes, I did, to pay homage to Nasty Nas. I haven't used it as much recently, but I do use it sometimes. And it's just my way of paying homage. Got to. Nas has been a huge influence on my music. That's for damn certain. You losing points, you ain't heard of Fred the Godson. I haven't, man. I haven't. I'm so damn busy. And I don't get to check out as much new music as a casual listener because I'm more focused on my reactions. And there's so much stuff that I stay away from listening to because I want to give you a raw reaction in the moment. Keza, me too. Thank you so much. Zanig, for me, it was Nas, man. This was amazing from hip-hop, and people say Jay-Z won, but I respect it. But you cannot say Nas didn't put up an amazing fight, and otherwise, I love both of them. I think they both put up a very good fight. Shout out to all of you who have been here for this entire time, who watched me do this breakdown. You guys are legends. It's like a movie I just did. Oh, my eyes are glazing over. They're going to turn red soon. Thank you for the good 2 hours, Dira Suri. Thank you so much. Thank you for the donations, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you. It really does mean a lot. Alan Evans said, I feel sorry for Ghost. Yeah. Ghost had the earmuffs a lot today, didn't he? Ghost had a lot of earmuffs today. Oh, man. Drew Siv said, bro, I just got here. Bro, you got a good one. You got a good breakdown. I'm telling you, we really deep dove into this one. We gave you a very, very thorough breakdown. Cosmos, thanks for the breakdown, Knox. Cosmos, thanks for sticking with me. Joseph and Mira said, Knox, you going to react to Clash? Stormzy and Chip? Yes. Not sure when, but it's definitely on my list. All right. What am I going to do? I'm going to have to sign off because my voice is going and Knox is done. You can see. You can watch my energy levels just go here. but we made it to the end. Man, I enjoyed that. Thank you guys for being here with me, for sharing in my passion and my love, for being a part of this community. Chat, you did a great job. You helped with breakdowns. You supported when you needed to support. You kept me going. You are the reason why I do this. Thank you so much for all the love. Listen, Music versus Everything just gave a donation. Shout out to you. Easy Mill is back. Please react to Beatbox Freestyle. Coming back harder and harder. Yes, Easy Mill's new track is definitely on my radar. Hopefully I can get to it early this week. Cody Hall, longtime subscriber, first-time commentator. Thanks for commenting, brother. Love your breakdowns. Love you, Cody. Thank you so much. No matter where you are in the world, no matter what you're going through, please know that you are never, ever truly alone. There is always someone out there who can relate, someone out there who cares, someone out there who has been through something similar to what you've been through. We are not in this world alone, no matter how lonely and dark it feels. Please reach out. Please seek help. If you have family, if you have friends, use them. Find a professional. Also, we all get in the holes. We all get down. That's human nature. One of the most important things is routine. And if you're falling into a hole, find a new routine. Find a new hobby. Find something to keep you busy. But keep going. Life is beautiful. Life is amazing. You don't want to be in the dirt eating worms. Life can be a wonderful thing. Little steps, little accomplishments every day help get you closer to your goals. Don't forget to value the things that matter most, especially this time of year. Fuck the likes. Fuck the celebrity. I'll tell you that right now. If it ever got too much and I felt like it was taken away from my family, I'd walk away from this shit any day. Don't forget the things that truly matter. Family, friendship, community, love, the things you can't put a price tag on. I love you guys. Stay safe. Stay positive. I'll catch you again very soon. Have a great weekend.